30-yard line. Prather, who was 1 for 1 in that first drive, the 29-yard scoring pass to Eli Aston. And Aston in the ball game, he is slot left. Powell, tight end left, right off the left side of Kendra. Now Ari Turner moves in motion to the far side, dropping back Prather. Prather's going to throw it up the right side. He's got a man. It's incomplete. Right through the hands. Oh, looked like of Zane Dine.
Yeah, a little bit wide of him. It was a small window. It could have been completed, but they were playing a cover two. There wasn't much there, so the Lions are second.
Lopsided, but that's because the Good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolutely wonderful day for football here today in Cincinnati, Ohio. Glad to have you along with us this afternoon on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network. I'm Dave Mitchell. Alongside is Chuck Murray, and today we've got, I guess over the last 3 years, you could say an unusual matchup between these two ball clubs, because during the past 2 years when the Lions have run away with the conference championship, the biggest games have ended up being the last two of the regular season. This one is a first place battle between the Bluffton Beavers, who are 2-0, and the Mount St. Joseph Lions, who are also 2-0. Chuck Murray, it's an unusual situation, but Bluffton has earned it. They're here at 2-0. And now it's a big game for the Lions here at home.
Yeah, it really is. When you think about it, like you said, Rose home in the last 2 years, it's been a build-up, all through the year, and that last game's going to mean everything. This year we talked about actually the first game of the year against Hanover in the conference that was actually a barn burner that we came out on top of. But now they sit at 2-0, and you can say whether 2 wins are against Manchester and Anderson, maybe not the top notch clubs of the league, but still, it's 2-0, first place, and let's go.
And these are two of the most offensive prolific teams in the conference this year, Chuck. The Lions are coming in averaging 36.5 points per ball game, while Bluffton is averaging 25.2 a contest. Now, as you said, they're not against the best defenses in the conference, but the Lions haven't played the best defenses in the conference either.
Right. The only team that's really held down the Lions this year was Wisconsin River Falls, in that non-conference game. Other than that, we've scored pretty much at will against most teams. So it'll be an interesting matchup today. I know we have one common opponent. Well, we have two common opponents. We've both beaten Anderson, but we also both played Albion out of the league. We beat them pretty good here, and they did lose to them on the road. But again, you start comparing scores, and then that gets a little tricky at times. So we're clearly not going to fall for that. I think the players and the coaches have the attention of Bluffton, and I think we're ready for a really good ball game here.
Yeah, you talked about that Albion game, and I'm not sure what in the world that was, but Chuck's got to crawl himself back from underneath the table here, and he's not going to be able to do it. So, this has been one of those days, Chuck. It is homecoming, and it is a great crowd here. Homecoming, and it also was Hall of Fame weekend, too.
Yeah, Hall of Fame weekend, alumni weekend, homecoming. You got it all going on. You got beautiful weather. We got tents out in the plaza, Midland Plaza, food, tailgating, baseball, basketball, women's basketball, softball. They're all tailgating out there, having a good time. Recruits all over the place. So it's a great day to be a Mount St. Joseph Lion. And if you're considering coming here to play, boy, what a great opportunity. This is a fantastic day, and looking for a W.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. We're just 2 weeks, I should say, into the Heartland Conference season. And Bluffton, who was picked to finish 5th this year by the coaches in the conference, they currently sit tied. Their 2 Heartland Conference wins have come by a margin of victory of 30 points in those 2 wins. They are led by their quarterback, Even Unruh, who has completed 57.3% of his passes, has 921 yards and 11 touchdowns through the air this year. He's one of those guys that the Lions have faced some good quarterbacks, especially the kid Montgomery from Hanover. This is the kid right now in Unruh that is sitting up there right now.
Yeah, if you look at what we've struggled against, we've struggled a little bit against the pass, especially those type of crossing patterns that teams have run against us this year. But those are tough to defend. And, again, this is probably the best, defense that he's going to go up against so far this year. So, again, it's going to be a really good battle. Lions are at home, great weather, great homecoming crowd, and I expect them to play really well today.
On the injury list this afternoon for the Lions today, Devin Holt, part of that Thunder and Lightning, as you like to call him, at the running back position. Holt had 1 carry last week, 11 yards, sprained his ankle. He is out for today, but the way I understand it, this is the only game that he's expected to miss.
Yeah, I actually saw Devin in our fitness center yesterday and talked to him a little bit about it. And I think if it was like a championship, last game of the year type thing, he would probably try to go. But they're going to be precautionary. Unfortunately for us, we have a plethora of running backs that we can just plug somebody else in there. That's one of the strengths of this club, is really got really good running backs.
Well, not only Devin Holt, out today, but when you look at him going down, then that moves Johnny Ragers up into that number 2 position, and Kaheem Monford will probably get to see him a lot today.
I agree, and I really look forward to seeing them guys carry the ball. And even last week, we got down to our number 4 and 5s. The future Lions, when these guys graduate this year, they looked really good in their limited action against Anderson. So that was fun to see, and so I don't think we're going to have any shortage of good running backs here for the next few years.
Chuck, if the Mount wasn't in the Heartland Conference, would they have any awards to give away? Seems like every week the Lions are getting more and more awards.
Yeah, it's credit to the coaching staff, to the team, and to the players themselves. It's been, and we talked a little bit about it. I'm one of them like, hey, if they deserve it, if we get it 5-6 weeks in a row, whether it be offensive players, defense, special teams, they deserve it. I don't think you just say, hey, I'm not one of those everybody gets a trophy kind of thing. So, well-deserved. Guys are playing well and doing some great individual things, so they're clearly worthy of those awards.
Well, and I say that in preference to Ari Turner, who was named the Special Teams Player of the Week this past week. He made the most of it in Anderson last week when he took a kickoff and returned it 98 yards for his touchdown. That was his first touchdown return of the season. He also added a touchdown catch in the game, so he had a complete game last week.
Yeah, I think our special teams have been outstanding this year, maybe minus the River Falls game. I think we had a block punt, kind of a tough day with the rain and things, but I think our coverage teams have been really good. Our return teams have been really good. We've made all our extra points. Missed a couple of field goals, but punted it relatively well, so I think our special teams has been a plus so far.
Well, in this series, the Lions and the Beavers have squared off 17 times dating back to 2007. The Mount holds a 14-3 lead in the series. They're currently riding a 6-game winning streak over the Beavers. Over these last 6 meetings, Chuck, the Lions have outscored Bluffton 270 to 117, an average score of 45 to 19.5.
Yeah, we pretty much dominated the series. I remember the last loss. I think you were in the booth and I was in the stands. Lost a heartbreaker to them on a last-second field goal. But since then, we've dominated. And, I'm sure they've come in like, hey, yeah, they've dominated us the last 6 in a row, but we feel like this is the best team we've had in years. So I'm sure they're coming in here with the feeling they can match up with us.
I want to talk about Matt Nardo, the third-year head coach at Bluffton. And, Chuck, in the pregame interview that Blake Watson has with Coach Hopperton, Hop really gives a lot of credit to Nardo and says that he's doing things right. He's putting kids in the right positions. He's giving them an opportunity to win ball games. And all of that is starting to come to fruition this year for him.
Yeah, I think any good coach, you might have a certain style, but you've got to readjust your style, whatever sport you're talking about, to your talent. And so if you have a bunch of guys and you can run the football, that's what you got to do, even though you might want to throw it 100 times a game, and vice versa. So sounds like he's doing a really good job mixing and matching there.
Could you send a note up to the Cleveland Guardians and get that to the manager?
Why did I know that was coming?
Yeah, the definition of insanity is
doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
And so far, hasn't worked, but we won't.
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
They got to get 4.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. But last week, the Lions pitched a shutout against Anderson, winning that game 49-0. They held the Ravens to just 3 yards rushing on 25 attempts. But, Chuck, I looked at that game last week and re-listened to it, and in the second half, basically Hanover just gave up on the run.
Yeah, they started throwing it around quite a bit, and I think it was more for them. They got behind, and they're like, hey, let's try to just experiment, almost like a practice at that point. They knew they weren't coming back. Let's work on some things. They hit a couple crossing patterns and different things, but they're a whole different animal at this point. They've got some ways to go to get up in the standings a little bit.
And I can't help myself when I do this, but the Lions' pass rush has been relentless. And they were in that ball game. They registered a season-high 6 sacks, and it was a titanic effort by Jack Dawson and Brady Buller. They each had a sack and a half in that game, and Dawson is leading the team now with 4 sacks.
Well, sacks are really big and really important, but to me, it's the constant pressure. So if you can force the guy out of the pocket or force him to his left if he's right-handed and make him make uncomfortable throws, that's almost as good as a sack because that can create some interceptions and some turnovers. So, yeah, they were outstanding on defense. I think today will be a little bit of a different challenge because it looks like you say Bluffton can throw it around a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this ball game to see how our defense plays against their offense, because I really feel like our offense is going to score.
And last week the Lions went away from that 4-2-5 alignment that they had been playing and moved Brady Pierce back to the safety position. How do you think that felt out for him?
I thought it's almost like riding a bike. He looked really good back there. He read quarterback's eyes, and I thought he played an outstanding game.
So the Lions are getting set to take on the Bluffton Beavers here this afternoon. Just a gorgeous day for football, Chuck. I mean, the last time we were home, there wasn't a cloud in sight. I see a little bit of a cloud off to the west here, and that's about it.
You ordered up some pretty good weather, Dave.
Boy, it is coming in right bright and sunny here this afternoon. Temperature's going to be around 72 degrees when we kick this one off. We're about 21 minutes away from the kickoff. I'm Dave Mitchell with Chuck Murray. When we come back, we'll talk about what's happening around campus and around the Heartland Conference, and we'll do that after this.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow. Get moving!
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray back here at the football complex here at Mount St. Joseph University. It's Hall of Fame weekend. It's homecoming weekend. Just a lot going on. And when you look down to the south end of the field, Chuck, right in front of the scoreboard, Coach Tyler Hopperton right now is talking to at least 50 or 60 high school recruits that are here for this game today.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. Tyler is, talking about Mount St. Joseph football and the academics here at the Mount, and boy, he's got their attention for sure. And if I'm a recruit today, I'm really impressed by this atmosphere with just like I said, the homecoming festivities, the tents, the tailgating, everything that's going on. Like, hey, I'd like to be part of this. And it's a winning program, won 2 years in a row, looking for a third. So, it's a very impressive sight right now.
You know, what was nice to see, Chuck, was 2 weeks ago when we were at Hanover, we made comments about just how nice everything was for their homecoming. When you look out at our parking lot and down here right in front of the stadium with all the tents and everything, the tailgating going on, and now the Hall of Fame ceremonies and these recruits, I mean, it's rivaling that by far.
Yeah, it's very impressive. As you said, Hanover was very impressive, but this is extremely impressive, too, with all the recruits now. Looks like the Coach Hopper is done, and now Coach Hug, that might be Lane Little's, going to explain what the recruits are going to do next, where they're going to sit and everything, their parents there. But if I'm a parent and I'm a player, I'm very impressed with what's going on here.
Well, down there was former quarterback Josh Taylor, too.
Yeah, I saw Josh earlier.
Down there. Boy, if you get an opportunity to talk to him, and just like Chayton Tomlin, who could be here, but I'm not sure where Chayton is nowadays. And he seems to be traveling the world and just seeing everything that's going on there. But a lot's going on around the campus, not only the Hall of Fame weekend, but also a lot of activities happening, Chuck.
Yeah, be patient with me. We got a lot of stuff here. So women's golf finished their fall season with a second-place finish at the HCAC Preview at Transylvania. The men's golf finished 6th at Bluffton Invitational a couple of weeks ago. So they'll pick up their season again in the spring. It's kind of a funny, they do a fall-type spring thing. So they'll pick back up under Coach Phil Gilmore. Cross country, they'll run on November 2nd at the HCAC Championship in Shelbyville, Indiana. The women's soccer team, they had an outstanding game here the other night against Hanover, won a thriller 2-1. They're back in action tonight after the football game at 6 o'clock. They're currently 6-3-4 on the season, 4-0-1 in the league. Again, a dramatic win over Hanover. They'll play Franklin tonight at 6. They're tied for first with Rose-Hulman. The men host Franklin tonight. They're 1-3-1 in the league at 8:30 following, so we got a long day here at Schueler Field. Women's volleyball, 7-11, 2-0 in the league. Defeated Carroll and Kenyon last weekend. Right now, currently, they're playing the 6th toughest schedule in the country. They're at Rose Holman today at 5 o'clock, so looking for the Lady Lions to get a victory there. Women's, the Hall of Fame people last night, 75 women's volleyball team was inducted. Carolyn Condit, 1976, women's volleyball and basketball player. Marianne Broderick, women's volleyball coach. Mary Broadhurst, 93 women's volleyball. And then Shad Wederick, 98 football. Great, outstanding running back here for the Lions back in the day. And both, before you know it, basketball and wrestling will be starting back up. So it's coming around quick. We're almost through October, Dave.
As I understand, the men's basketball team had a practice this morning.
Yeah, I think they both did practice, and I heard Coach Kerrigan put them through it pretty good there. So we're looking forward to seeing them play. Real quick, the HCAC schedule today, Defiance at Rose. Now, again, that's non-conference, but I'm kind of interested to see how that game goes. Hanover's at Anderson, and Franklin's at Manchester.
Yeah, it should be interesting because Defiance leaves the conference. Now they started beating up on everybody in the conference.
Yeah, I think they've won a couple again. Now, we don't play them this year, and they're playing, I think, 3 or 4 of the teams as their transition from HCAC to NAI. But, yeah, kind of they've won a couple games. Kind of curious to see how that game goes.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that one. But in the standings right now in the Heartland Conference, it's the Mount and Bluffton on top of things at 2-0. Then you've got a two-way tie for basically third place. It's Hanover and Rose are each at 1-1. Then comes, of course, the Grizzlies. They have Franklin at 0-1, 0-2 going to Anderson, and 0-1 to Manchester. So I still go back to it, and I don't mean to throw this out onto your lap, Chuck, but somehow, some way, the Heartland Conference has got to come up with another team.
Yeah, we've talked about that. It's tough to. I mean, we're 3 games in. After today, we're halfway through this thing. So it's 6 games isn't a whole lot for a conference schedule. So obviously every game's important whether you're playing 6, 7, or 8. But at 6, again, we're going to be halfway through this, and if we can get this W, we're going to be looking real good. But you're right. 7 or 8 league games is a heck of a lot better than 6.
Tyler Hopperton, in his 8th year as head coach of the Mount St. Joseph Lions, he is 56-19 in his 8 years here at Mount St. Joseph. And Matt Nardo, in his 3rd year as head coach of the Beavers, trying to turn this program around. He is 8-16 in his 3 years, and it's thankful to a 2-3 start overall that he has had this year. And like you're going to hear Tyler Hopperton say, there's a right way, there's a wrong way to build a program, and Nardo is really doing it. He's being patient, he's being slow, and he's bringing this program around. Now he's in his 3rd year, and he's getting close to have all of his players.
Yeah, usually about year 3 is when you start seeing kind of things kick in or turn around if you're doing it right and things are falling into place. And then in some instances, you might do it 5, 6, 7 years, and you just never can get out of that hole. So it sounds like he's doing it the right way.
Or correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the 3rd year of Tyler Hopperton's coaching career that they ended up in the 3-way tie for the championship of the conference.
That sounds correct. That sounds right.
Yep. So we're about 14 minutes away from the kickoff of this afternoon's ball game. When Chuck and I return, we'll have a chat with head coach Tyler Hopperton, and we'll do that right after this.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
I wanted to grow my leadership skills, but with work and a busy life, how could I fit it all in? Then I learned Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's program in organizational leadership. For about 1 Saturday a month, I studied and refined my leadership skills alongside working professionals and top-notch professors. I'm now the leader I set out to be. The Mount's organizational leadership program helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
Back at Schueler Field, well, the Lions' offense has really been clicking the last couple of weeks. They scored 49 points each over the last 2 games, Chuck, and they're coming in with basically this is going to be one of those games I think it's going to see just where the Lions are in regards to this conference, because You don't normally have this kind of a first-place battle this early in the season the way the Lions have had.
Well, I really feel good about our offense. Obviously, the last couple of years have been record-breaking performances with some great players. I feel like this year's team is starting to get into that mode. I'm not suggesting they're as good, but I feel every time we step on the field in conference play, we scored 49, I think, against Hanover, and we think that they're probably the second-best team. So I feel like the rest of the season, in the regular season, I think it's going to be tough for teams to hold us down.
By the way, the mystery of the bang that happened earlier
what was
has
that?
been discovered. Bluffton's coaching staff, just to the right of us here in the press box, they've got an antenna system for their headsets to reach down to the sidelines, and they put that antenna up at the top of their window and tried to tighten it down, and it fell.
Okay, because it was definitely a boom.
Well, it was a nice big boom. I wasn't sure what was coming in here today. Lions cheerleaders are leading some little girls out who are going to be helping them cheerlead here today, so that's a good sign. A lot of people are cramming into the stands here this afternoon for homecoming. It's been a great weekend. Lions hope to cap it off with a win here this afternoon and a couple wins tonight in men's and women's soccer. But this game, the Lions come in with a record of 4-2 overall, and that's the best in the Heartland Conference. When you look at the overall records, Bluffton and Hanover are each at 2-3, and then 1-4 goes to Rose and Franklin, 1-5 to Anderson, and 0-5 to Manchester. Manchester's been the surprise to me. I thought they'd be a little bit better than they were.
Well, Dave, we've had this discussion the last couple of years, and, just to be frank about it, the league in non-conference play just really hasn't pulled their weight other than maybe the Lions. I think it was last year, I think we were the only team to win non-conference games, or maybe it was the year before, but it's really been a struggle. And until this league starts winning some non-conference games against good teams, we're just not going to get the credit, and it's going to be tough come playoff time when they look at it and say, well, they won their league, but the league's not very good. So I'm sure, again, Bluffton seems like they're taking some nice steps, but everybody's got to get better for this league to really get some respect.
Sports Information Director Blake Watson talked with head coach Tyler Hopperton earlier today about this afternoon's ball game.
All right, Mount St. Joseph Sports Information Director Blake Watson here, pregame with Tyler Hopperton. Hop, first off, congratulations on another big win last week. I guess kind of the big thing coming out of that one was the shutout you guys pitched on defense. So that's got to be a good confidence boost for that unit.
Yeah, anytime you can hold a team to zero, it just doesn't happen anymore, regardless. And last week we were able to sub some guys in and stuff like that, play some new guys, some young guys. So anytime you can have a shutout, it's great.
You're we've talked, it's been a little bit of a weird start to the year. Obviously, you played a tough schedule. We've been used to winning almost every time we step on the field the last couple of years. But we're back in conference. You're kind of back to where you expect to be, 2-0 in conference, at the top of the league. How does that feel as a program right now, getting into HCAC play and starting kind of to establish yourself back as that top team in the league?
Yeah, it feels great. And definitely have, spoiled ourselves the last couple years and, ultimately talked to these guys this week just about that being a privilege, right? Like we work to have that, and we work to have that success. And it doesn't mean that just because it's not perfect that it isn't success, right? You kind of define your own and what your goals are and those sorts of things, and you'd love to never lose, but we're not built for that. We're built for response, right? And that's kind of always been my thing.
Yeah, you kind of lead me right to my next question. It's not a surprise to see you guys atop the HCAC standings. It is a little surprising to see Bluffton there a couple weeks in. Obviously, they've yet to play the Hanovers and the Franklins, but regardless, we're 2 weeks into conference season. They are tied for first place, and this is a football team coming in here that is capable of beating you if you guys don't play well.
Yeah, for sure. And, Coach Nardo does a really great job. I've learned a bunch from him, but he's a really good dude. We have kids about the same age and stuff. So, I've gotten to know him pretty well over the last couple of years. But his team over the last, now going on 3 years at Bluffton, has gotten better every week. And every spot has gotten a little more talented every week. And, they have a capable quarterback, and they've done some nice things. And at the end of the day, regardless of who they played, there's only 2 2-0 HCAC teams, and it's us, and we square off today. He's done a good job.
you say Coach Nardo does a good job. What is this Bluffton team coming in today? What kind of challenges do they present us? What are they looking to do in order to give themselves a chance to win this football game?
I think teams that try to get better sometimes try to do it too soon, and I think they try to do too much. I think they eyeball the teams that have built it over 10, 20 years, right? Franklin won the league for 10 out of 11 years, and, if you're at Bluffton, you're not going to do that overnight, and it doesn't mean you can't, and maybe your struggles are a little different than other people, and I think he saw it that way. I think he saw it as one small victory at a time. And so what I saw even year one, when it wasn't really his recruits and wasn't really that, was just, I thought the guys were put in better spots. I thought he did a good job of kind of adapting what they did to make his guys comfortable who he had. And even the same guys from the year before I thought were doing better. And then last year you mix in those guys being in that system even a whole nother year, as well as mixing in some of their recruits. And now you're going on year 2 of that, where it's even more of their people doing what they're comfortable doing. And, it's none of this crazy brainiac stuff. They do some creative things. But I also think he does some things that are creative in the sense of, they do some different looks on defense that we don't see all year. They do a couple different things on offense that we don't see all year, but nothing that's crazy out of the ordinary, but enough to make us prepare and enough to make us second guess ourselves.
You talked about this being, 2-2-0 teams. It's also a big day on campus, obviously. This week is homecoming week here at Mount St. Joseph. Last night we had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Football guy Shad Wederick, one of the greatest to ever play here. Do it all running back. Obviously a little before both of our times, but both of us have had a chance to talk to him throughout this process a little bit. What does getting a guy into the Hall of Fame just mean for the overall program, and especially a guy like Shad?
Yeah, it's great. Starting football in 1990 and Shad was a part of the first non-losing season and winning, because I think they played 9 games at 5-4. But two-time All-American and West Side guy before he got here and after he got here. And so really cool to kind of get somebody that's kind of the grain of MSJ football into the Hall of Fame. And it also gets guys like that to come back, right, to the Hall of Fame dinner as well as to the game, and some of those coaches from that era that maybe haven't been back since. And they were a part of a Mount St. Joe football that is a lot different than it is now. You and I do interviews in a $20 million indoor facility. Shad had a locker room that was half mile from their grass practice field over at the Mother House. You know what I'm saying? And didn't have a home field. So it's just a whole lot different. And so our guys, our focus, when I became head coach, a lot of our focus was really just tapping into that and understanding kind of our background and our history and our short history as a football program here. But we really work on honoring our upline and the guys that laid that foundation before us. And so homecoming is an awesome opportunity for our guys to meet a lot of their upline. And for those guys too, because we talk about honoring our downline and those who are going to play at Mount St. Joe after us. And so I think those guys love to come back and see that brand of football. So, this is one of those games. I think homecoming and senior day are those days where it's not for us. It's for us to put it on display for somebody else. And so homecoming is a great opportunity to show them MSJ brand football and what they help build.
As an alum, as the guy that played in this program, does it feel different as a player stepping on the field on homecoming Saturday?
Yeah, honestly, I think sometimes you're kind of numb to it sometimes as a player, and I think that's why I try to harp on it, because some of it's a good thing. Some of our guys, like last week we played at a middle school grass and they played their butts off. Like, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the context doesn't matter. They're playing to have fun, and that's part of it. But I think once the crowd's there and they kind of see the energy, they see the tents outside, they see some of that stuff, it is a different atmosphere even at home, and we have a great home atmosphere. So I think as a player there's some of that buzz, but I think as a coach and especially as alumni, it's different for me because now I've been a part of 16 years of alumni that I've played alongside of or coached, and then am connected to guys kind of right before that too.
Thank you. Good luck today.
Thanks.
My mom used to take Logan and I to Skyline. Since I got my driver's license, now he makes me go with him all the time and drive him there. I come home and he's just at the door and he's like, can we please go to Skyline? I'm like, Logan, chill, we just got home. But it's fine with me because I love it too. Because it's the one place that we actually have a conversation. That just became something really special for us, and now we do it all the time, and we just love it.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
Chuck, it's hard to believe, but there are only 3 games after today left. At Franklin next week, and then we have the bye week, and then at Manchester, and then come home to play Rose-Hulman.
Well, Dave, the older you get, the faster it goes. I can tell you that. You know, boy, you're right. These years fly by. We've completed 9 weeks of our semester already, so we're towards the back end of the first semester of the school year. And boy, like I said, the older you get, the quicker it goes. But try to enjoy these moments, that's for sure.
Coming up at halftime, just to let you know, we'll be talking with the basketball coaches here at Mount St. Joseph, Macy Elston, the women's coach, and Toby Kerrigan, the men's coach. That coming up at halftime here this afternoon. Well, the Lions are coming in off of that win over Anderson, 49-0. Chuck, it was a close game in that first quarter, as you probably heard on Rewind earlier here this afternoon. But after that, the Lions really took advantage of everything.
Yeah, you know, I think probably a little bit, you know, on a grass field, a little bit different, trying to get the grass seemed a little high, maybe slowed us down a little bit speed-wise, but once we got it going, it was pretty much of a mismatch. And, you know, so, again, coming in off a good victory and, you know, really looking forward to this to see how this plays out because, like you say, you know, they've played maybe the two of the weaker teams, but they're 2-0, and they're scoring some points. So, you know, really interested to see how this thing, you know, comes out.
Weather-wise, as we told you, there's no clouds in sight. Maybe just some fuzzy clouds over the trees over on the far side, but really nothing to talk about here this afternoon. And the temperature is going to be hovering right around 70 degrees when we kick this thing off here this afternoon, and we should be doing that here in about a minute and a half. And when we come back, we'll tell you who won the coin flip after this.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Bluffton won the coin toss, and they have elected Chuck to receive.
Yeah, I think that on their part, I think that's pretty good strategy. The Lions will take the little bit of wind in the first quarter, but I think the thought is, hey, let's try to get up on these guys and make them play from behind. You know, the flip side is we get a quick 3 and out, get a short punt, then we can really put the pressure on them. But, you know, from a Bluffton side, I think that's probably a good move.
Bluffton 2-3 coming into this one. They will be adorned in their all-white uniforms with dark purple numerals, white helmets, and gold trim. And for the Lions, they are in their dark blue uniforms here this afternoon, the dark blue jerseys, gold pants, white numerals, gold trim, and the white helmets here this afternoon. Ari Turner, who was the Heartland Conference Special Teams Player of the Week when he ran one back from 98 yards on a kickoff return, is expected to be back set to return for the Lions in this one. I'm anxious to get this thing underway, Chuck, because I'll tell you one thing. This is one of those games that in the past few years we have not had this much of an integral part in the conference at this point in the season.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've played Hanover and Franklin the last couple of years, and we're thinking, maybe these could be tough games. They were on the road last year, and there were some windy conditions and things, but, you know, this early, well, again, early in the year, really not. We're halfway through after this, but, yeah, this should be interesting.
Back set to return here today for Bluffton will be Kobe Coffey. Coffey back set along with Jaden McBreen. So set to kick it off will be Joey Hibbard. Hibbard, as we get this one underway, Lions will be going from right to left, and it is a high end-over-end kick that'll be taken in by McBreen. He's going to get it out at the 20, 25, 30, and he's going to be brought down at the 32-yard line. Offensively for Bluffton here this afternoon, they will start at quarterback, Evan Unruh, number 2. His receivers will be Chris McLaurin at the H-back. Jaquez Cullors will be at one wide receiver. Nigel Payne and Ethan Beringer at the other wide receivers.
Number 2.
And we've got a penalty already. At the running back position will be Kanan Stoner, number 32, and across the front line, Mark Finley at left tackle, right tackle David Warfield, Bayonne Nelson will be at the left guard, Amari Friedano is at right guard, and Antonio Garrett is at center. So that penalty.
Yeah, marks back to the 20-yard line, was holding, so Lions get a break right off the bat.
Back to the 20-yard line. We'll get the Lions defense for you here after this play. 1st and 10. Unruh has got Stoner to his right. Moves a man in motion. Handoff goes to Stoner. Stoner off the left-hand side. Going to be stacked up and brought down right at the 20-yard line for no gain. Lions across the front line. Declan Brophy, Jack Tucker, Brock Harris, and Brady Buller. At the linebacker positions are Luke Path and Evan Schlensker. And across that back line is Andrew Pierce, Nate Austin, Miles Harding, Brady Pierce, and Kendrick Riley.
Yeah, it looks like Miles Harding and a couple of his buddies got in on that tackle.
They're going to give him about a yard gain. I'm shocked because it didn't look like he got past the 20-yard line, but nonetheless, Unruh drops back to pass on 2nd and 9. It is complete across the middle to the intended receiver, Behringer, and Behringer caught it and picked up maybe another yard.
Yeah, maybe. Evan Schlensker, nice tackle. Again, they try that little crossing route that has worked against the Lions a little bit this year, but not that time.
So it'll be 3rd down and call it 8 yards to go. Stoner lines up to the left of Unruh. Unruh comes in with a 162 quarterback rating this year, 59 of 103. 3 interceptions, Unruh gets the snap, looks to his left, throws out to the pattern, and it is incomplete. Knocked away. Great play by Miles Harding, and also out there,
Andrew Pierce looked like maybe.
You were right.
Yeah, nice job. Well, we got the 3 and out, Dave, so now let's see if we can get good field position. We put our monster back there, Eli Aston, who's had a great year so far. So, again, Bluffton was trying to get that first score. Now we have the advantage knowing we're going to get, hopefully, a good field position, and we'll get the ball to start the second half.
Drew Michaels pulls double duty at the kicking department. He's the punter and also the field goal kicker. He's averaging 40 yards per kick. And there evidently was an official timeout. Lions made a substitution. But on 4th down, 8 yards to go, Michaels is going to punt the ball away. And Ashton is back about his 34. Michaels, good punt. Ashton's going to take it in at the 37-yard line. Cuts to the left of the 40 and run out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Lions with good field position. You're right, it was a good punt. Nice job by the Bluffton coverage teams there, but, good field position to start out for the Lions.
Net punt of 35 yards. Offensively for the Lions, starting out here today, Tyler Prather, the quarterback. The running back will be Jackson Gifford. Caden Pollard is the wide receiver, along with Ari Turner and Eli Aston here this afternoon. Across the front line, Colin Kander, the left tackle. Aiden Studeville is the left guard. Dalian Salyers is the center. Donnie Lewis at right tackle, and Austin Poppin is at right guard. Handoff right off the right side. That goes to Gifford, and Gifford has a big hole. He'll take it across midfield at the 50 and gets a first down after a 12-yard gain down to the Bluffton 47-yard line.
Yeah, Dave, the Bluffton's only they have 3 defensive linemen playing 4 linebackers.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Lions as they look to the left side. We'll get the defense for Bluffton after this play. 13:04, Lions first possession here in the first quarter. Handoff Gifford again around the right side. Has another hole inside the 40. He's going to take it down to the 36-yard line, and it's another first down after a gain of 10. Across that front line for the Beavers, Marvis McWright, Colin Hain, and Max Moore. The linebackers are Devin Hogan, Nick Perry, and Dom Berry. The corners are Dom Apirigi, Nolan Woobergy, and Zach Rhines, Mason Brandon, and Travis Curry is the other safety. They go with a 3-safety alignment.
Yeah, I think they're basically saying, we're going to let you run the ball and try to stop that with 3 down linemen. Boy, that's going to be tough. And try to take away the pass as much as they can.
Ball on the right hash mark. Lions going from right to left. It's going to be 2nd down after a 5-yard gain on the play. Make it 2nd down and call it about 5 yards to go. Down to the 30-yard line. 12:42, Lions taking a lot of time. Play clock down to 5. Prather looks at the clock, takes the snap. Just got it off, handoff to Gifford again, and Gifford's going to take it inside the 25. And he'll be stopped right at the 25. That's a 6-yard gain and a first down.
Dave, the right side of the offensive line is blowing huge holes open for Jackson.
They're being outstanding here this afternoon. So far in this first quarter of action. First possession by the Lions. Gifford 3 carries, 28 yards on the afternoon. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Bluffton 25. Gifford off to the left-hand side, ball in the right hash mark. Dine in motion to the near side. He's going to get a pass out to him in the left flat. It is complete at the 20, inside the 15, and Dine dives inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 11 and another first down.
Yeah, just a quick stop route there. He hit him, and he got a few yards after the catch.
4 first downs in this quarter so far in this drive by the Lions. They look over to Darrell Hughes, the first-year offensive coordinator for the Lions, and he has done an outstanding job throughout the first 6 ball games.
Yeah, he really has.
He had some tough shoes to fill, but he's filled them well. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 14-yard line. Good snap, handoff to Gifford right up the middle, and he's upended inside the 10 down to the 8. Boy, he looked like a hurdler there and got tripped up and came down on his shoulder pads, thank heavens, for a 5-yard gain.
Line, especially the right side with Austin Parton and Donnie Lewis and center Devin Savage blowing some holes open.
First, make it 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Lions, they get up to the line of scrimmage and then look over for the play call. And now they'll get back up. Powell is tight end right, just off the right tackle. Moving in motion is Turner, handoff to Gifford. Gifford gets down to the 5-yard line. He's close to another first down. They can actually pick up a first down, Chuck, if they get it inside the 4.
Yeah, it's about 3rd, maybe less than a yard.
Yeah.
About a yard, yeah.
Gifford doing a great job on the ground. 4 carries, 33 yards. Lions, 4 first downs on this drive, and they have just taken it right at the Beavers' defense. 3rd down, a yard.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to get cute here. Just give it back to Jackson and let him take care of business.
Prather now lines up with Powell tight end left. Moves Eli LaFrange, now double tight end on the left-hand side. Handoff to Gifford. He's going to take it into the end zone for the score. They're going to say he's just shy of the goal line.
He's maybe less than a foot. I mean, that ball's almost touching the goal line.
It almost is from where we're standing.
And it is a first down, too.
First down, goal to go for the Lions. Boy, he was so close.
1st and goal.
So he'll line up right behind Prather, moving in motion as Powell. Handoff goes to Gifford again, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Lions!
Yeah, that right side again blew open a nice hole, and really good running on that drive by Jackson Gifford. An excellent job by the offensive line, and again, probably what Bluffton didn't want and what the Lions did want happened. We go 3 and out on them, and we go down and score and take the lead.
9:28 left to go in this first quarter of action. Joey Hibbert will come in to attempt the extra point. Lions just take it methodically down the field, mainly on the run, and they lead it now 6-0 as Hibbert will attempt the extra point. That kick is up, and it is good. 9:28 left to go in period number 1. Your score from Schueler Field. It's the Mount 7, the Beavers nothing on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
The U.S. Army hosted a conversation between Mike Krzyzewski and General Martin Dempsey, 2 iconic leaders shaped by basketball and the Army.
Joining the Army can be looked at as an uncommon path. Why would you want to be common? You have an opportunity to join the best team in the world. Run to it. It's your opportunity.
These legends are shaping up the next generation of young Americans. Be sure to catch the full conversation on NCAA.com.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
9:28 left to go in this first quarter of action. Lions take it all the way down the field for the score, and they've made it 7-0 as Hibbert will kick it off.
Yeah, they made that look easy, Dave. Very methodical, well-executed drive. Lions 7-0.
Hibbert will kick it off from right to left, and it will be taken in by Bluffton back at about the 5, and that is McFadden and McBreen, and McBreen's going to take it up the left-hand side across the 20 out to the 25 for the return. 1st and 10 Bluffton at their own 25.
Nice kickoff there. He kind of misjudged a little bit, kicked it inside the 5. Nice return, though, because it looked like we had a shot to maybe pin him at the 15, but he made a nice move. So, like you say, they're about the 26-yard line, 27, right in that vicinity.
Yep, they'll put him at the 26. Like you said, right in between the 26 and 27. I forgot we got the Heartland officials, and they add 1 to every end of the play. So, dropping back, handoff goes to Stoner. Stoner around the right side is going to be dropped for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, the Lion defensive line swallowed him up. A bunch of guys were in there. Looked like, maybe Brock Harrison on that.
Second down, call it 13 yards to go. The officials today, the referee, are Matthew Bucho. Jacob Shoup is the umpire. Peyton Allo is the head lines judge, and Jeff Gibtrap is the line judge. Dropping back is Unruh. Unruh is going to run around the left side. He's going to get hit. There's a flag down on the play. He'll be dropped right about the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it was a hold.
Yeah, it looked like a hold to me. That came from the – yeah, that's what it's going to be, holding against Bluffton. So I would take him back, but let's see what Tyler does. Now he's going to refuse it.
Offense, number 56. Decline.
Yeah, he'd rather have third and about 13 rather than second and like 20, 21. I understand his thinking. He wants just to give them one play, but well, I'd be tempted to take him back another 10 yards.
Stoner stays in the backfield with Unruh. Third down, 14 yards to go from the 22-yard line. 8:38 and running left to go in this first quarter. Lions lead at 7-0. They're in that 4-3 box defense. Unruh looks over to the sideline, now checks out the Lions defense, takes the snap, drops straight back, looks over the middle. He's got a man, and it is going to be caught on the play by Beringer at the 45. He's run out of bounds at the 50.
Dave, that was a heck of a throw. He dropped it right in the bucket. Really a nice, outstanding one-handed catch to bring it in. So pretty good coverage. He just dropped it right in the bucket.
Unruh now with an empty backfield. Receivers out wide on both sides. He's got trips to the near side. Throws the bubble screen, and it is caught and dropped by Wayne. Wayne caught the ball and then got dropped immediately after a 2-yard loss.
Brady Pierce.
Payne, excuse me.
Brady Pierce on the tackle. He read that really well.
Lost a yard on that catch, second down 11. Back in Bluffton territory at the 48-yard line. Unruh giving some hand signals out to his receivers. He's got Coffee off to the right of him now, who's into the ballgame for the first time. Coffee, a freshman, 24 carries, 148 yards this year for the Beavers. Second down 11. Nope, that's handoff to Stoner, and Stoner's going to get hit at the line, but spin forward, get out to the 50-yard line, a gain of about a yard. By the way, that drive by the Lions, 9 plays, 58 yards in 4 minutes and 3 seconds to give them a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, very methodical, as we mentioned. It looked like Evan on the tackle there, so we got him 3rd and 10, backed up.
Ball, the nose of the football just touching the 50-yard line. 3rd and 10. 7 minutes and running left to go. Bluffton looking things over. They've got Connor Cannon lined up tight end right. Receivers out wide on both sides.
Line showing blitz.
Dropping back Unruh. Unruh's got to roll out to his right. He's got a heavy rush. He's going to tuck it under at the 50 and run out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard.
Yeah, the Lions fake blitz, dropped back into coverage. Outstanding job by the secondary. He had nowhere to go with. Had a little time, rolled out to buy some time, but just nobody open. Ran for 1 yard. Great job by the defense.
Bluffton came in averaging 355 yards in offense. But right now, they have done virtually nothing offensively in this game. They've got -3 yards rushing and total yards in the ball game. They have come up with just 27. 4th down 9, and in to punt the ball away. Rugby style is Drew Michaels, and calling for the fair catch and then letting it bounce into the end zone. Nice play by
Eli Aston.
Eli Aston.
Yeah, really heads-up play because you don't want a fair catch at the 5, and it looked like he was going to the last second. He backed away, so instead of the 5, we start on the 20. Really good, smart heads-up play.
6:08 left to go in this first quarter. Boy, a good crowd here this afternoon for homecoming. Bluffton's brought down a few people. Surprised they got around that I-75 problem.
There's always problems.
Well, earlier this week, you could not go anywhere north once you got to, I think it was like Middletown. Then it was a problem. Prather, handoff off the left-hand side to Gifford. Gifford's going to take it across the 20, and he's out to the 23-yard line. Boy, he is just running like a horse.
Yeah, they had him stopped at the 23, Dave, but he drug him to about the 25, it looks like.
Gifford, 7 carries, 41 yards.
He's a workhorse so far.
5:45, 7-0 left. 7-0 Lions here in this first quarter. Hunkus into the ballgame. Caden Pollard in. He's out wide left. Aston slot right. Ari Lester is wide right. Now Powell moves in motion to the near side, dropping back Prather. He's going to get hit as he throws the feed down the middle. He's got the man complete to Aston, and he is gone. All the way in for the touchdown, 75 yards, and the Lions now lead at 13-0.
We got a flag for celebration again. That's twice that's happened to Eli. He's going to have to back off a little bit. And
what
did
he do?
Well, he kind of went into the end zone, and he's trying to, help his case there, but it's not going to change. And again, in these big ball games, you just can't afford those penalties.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Chuck, the NCAA said they were going to lighten up on this, and I don't know what he did, but I've seen a lot as what's gone on in the end zone after touchdowns this year, and they haven't been calling.
Yeah, I think at the Division I level, they're letting a lot more of it go, but I guess at this level, I know that's twice that's happened, and, again, be happy, but I guess he crossed the line in their opinions.
Don't worry, be happy. 5:15 to go, first quarter. Lions lead at 13-0. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, and Hibbert is going to kick it through the uprights for the score. 5:15 to go, first quarter. Your score, it's the Mount 14, the Beavers 0 on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. Repairing a sewer line in your front yard can be costly and unsightly. Say goodbye to excavations and unsightly nuances in your front yard by calling Neiman Plumbing for all your sewer repair needs. Neiman Plumbing can repair your sewer line by using their trenchless, no-dig sewer repair. Say goodbye to having to repair your lawn. Neiman's trenchless sewer repair involves installing a liner inside the sewer line to prevent future backups. Call Neiman Plumbing, 513-851-5588 for your trenchless, no-dig sewer estimate, or visit them online, NeimanPlumbing.com.
Chuck, the Lions, after that penalty, will be kicking off from their own 20.
Yeah, again, it's a borderline call. It didn't look real egregious, but again, they called it, so now we're going to have to kick off from the 20.
And Hibbert will kick it off, a high
nice
end-over-end kick. It's going to go out of bounds, hit the 20, and bounce out of bounds.
Well, let's talk about the throw and the catch.
Oh.
Excellent protection, and Tyler threw it down the field, and Eli basically – He threw him open. He really wasn't open, but he just ran past the safety and became pretty wide open. But when he threw it, they were pretty much right next to each other. So great execution by the Lions there. And they're going to take over, it looks like, on the 35 on the out-of-bounds kickoff.
And Chuck Prather threw that ball high enough and long enough that Aston could run right underneath it and catch it when he just got the separation on the DB.
Yeah, actually, that was a heck of a throw and catch. Now, actually, it's going to go to the 50 because of the 15-yard penalty. If we were kicking off at the 35, it would be the 35. But so they're going to get the ball at midfield because of, our, exuberant celebration. Got to be smarter.
Well, isn't that penalizing you twice?
Kinda, but that's the rule.
I
hope that we can learn from this and stop this silly stuff.
First down, 10, ball in midfield. Unruh hands it off to Coffey, who's into the ball game now. And Coffey struggles out across 50 and down to the 47-yard line of the Mount. Gain of 3.
Yeah, again, the defensive line is really winning the battle with their offensive line at this point.
Boy, just a gorgeous day for football. Hopefully it's this way tomorrow for the Bengals game.
Wouldn't you love to bottle this weather? Like, this is San Diego weather, kind of 70 and sunny every day.
4:48 left to go. Coffee in motion to the near side. Dropping back Unruh. Throws over the middle. He's got a man in that.
It's getting to that point where we're really getting good. I mean, you can't hold us down. We're scoring points. Really,
it's high level.
It really is. It really is.
Yep. Absolutely high level, and Hibbert is going to kick it off from right to left, this time from his 35-yard line. No penalties on that one.
Yeah, Eli was very careful to make sure he just hand the ball to the official and run off.
Celebrate on the sideline.
Yeah, somebody got in his ear, or he probably maybe a little sarcasm there, just handing it, running it off, but either way.
Ethan Beringer is back set to return this one. Low line drive kick went through the hands of one of the upbacks, and it's picked up over on the right-hand side by Payne, and Payne's going to take it out to the 30-yard line. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. When we come back, the Lions will have the lead. Your score at the end of 1. It's the Mount 21, the Beavers 6 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
At LIT Wellness Solutions, we've partnered with 6 of the leading insurance carriers to ensure you receive the weight and health management support you need with minimal to no copay. Wonder if your insurance qualifies? Visit www.litwellnesssolutions.com today and click the Learn More Now button to find out and get booked. Let us help you ignite the change within. www.litwellnesssolutions.com today.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Well, Chuck, the Lions are moving like a well-oiled machine offensively.
They look very, very impressive offensively. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. And, boy, Coach Hughes is dialing it up, but the players are really executing.
Unruh goes to the line of scrimmage. He's in the pistol formation, has Stoner behind him. And dropping back is Unruh. And Unruh, I guess,
he just had to, he had to throw it away. Really good pressure by the Lions defensive line there. So 2nd down and 10.
14:52 left to go in this first quarter.
Dave, really quick, boy, how the mighty have fallen. South Carolina 24, Oklahoma 3.
Wow.
Boy, they're getting really their baptism in the SEC, but they're really struggling.
Unruh on 2nd down 10. Hands off to Coffee off the right-hand side, sees a hole, breaks into the clear, gets it across the 35, out to the 37-yard line for a gain of 8.
Yeah, nice 2nd down run there, and they make it a 3rd and manageable. Big play here, 3rd and 2. Lions trying to get off the field. Heck, it could even be 4-down territory for Bluffton, knowing, hey, they got to keep scoring to try to keep up.
Unruh now on 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Has Coffee behind him out of the pistol. Handoff to Coffee, and Coffee's going to get hit. Spun forward, didn't get to the 40. They're going to give him the 40, Chuck.
Well, originally he didn't make it, but they gave it. Boy, that was it. And then he did eventually spin forward for it, but I thought initially he didn't make it, but they were already saying 1st down.
You thought he got to the 41?
On the second one, not the first hit. He spun off.
Boy, I don't think he came. Okay, I'll take your word for it. You got better eyesight than I do. They got it out to the 41-yard line after the 1st down.
And they pick up a big 1st down.
Unruh drops back, looks over the middle, throws into the flat, complete on the play. Boy, he put that right on the money to the 49-yard line to Payne.
Yeah, you mentioned how accurate he is, and he's very, very accurate if he gets time.
That was Trevor Cummings who got that pass. And he took it up to the 49-yard line. That'll be second down. Call it a long 2, maybe a short 2. 13-12 remaining. Moving in motion. Now is Cummings to the near side. Dropping back Unruh. Look to his left, now to his right. Now he throws over the middle. He's got a man, and that is complete. And that's Beringer at the 30-yard line for a completion and a first down.
Boy, heck of a throw and catch. He had pretty good protection that time. He threw a strike down the middle. And Zion James on the coverage, but, good throw and catch. Again, right on the numbers.
26 yards on that completion. First down 10. Bluffton's found something. They're moving the football.
They've struggled running the ball, but, boy, they're putting some yardage up passing.
Coffee on the left at running back, trip receivers out to the right. Handoff, Coffee, and he's going to get hit and smacked right at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like potentially Schlensker in on that one. I do like the fact Bluffton, they're still trying to run the ball, mix it up a little bit, because you just can't drop back and throw it every time. There's mistakes going to happen. But they've hit a couple runs, but basically we've been pretty stout against the run.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Quarterback Unruh with Coffee to his right. Fake handoff. Play action. Going to take it up the middle. He's got plenty of room, and he slides down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. We'll say he started his slide at the 25, so he gained about 6.
Interesting. It looked like he had an opportunity to get a lot more, but he felt like, hey, for my health, I'm going to get down and get the yardage and live for another down. So it's 3rd and 4. Because it looked like, when it opened up, it looked like it had a lot of yardage there.
3rd down, 4 yards to go from the 25 of the Mount. Lions in that box defense, 4-3 now. Unruh, handoff, Coffee, nope, fake handoff, rolls out to his right. He's going to roll out for the first down, and he's got it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Really good play call, really good execution. Lions were totally fooled on that, and they pick up a first down, so they're threatening again.
Good enough for a first down for Bluffton.
Boy, after the first couple possessions, Chuck, Bluffton's figured out something against the Lions defense.
They really have.
They are able to move the football. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. 10:58.
I'm sorry, I like their quarterback. He's made some nice throws and some good decisions, uses his legs. Good player.
Yep, just a sophomore, 6'1", 210 pounds. Handoff goes off to Coffee, and Coffee is going to spin, get hit right at the 17. And, boy, they had him all tied up. He wasn't going anywhere, but the officials let the play continue, and he got no gain on the play.
Yeah, Luke Paff with the initial hit. That's dangerous by the officials because they're holding him up, and there's a chance somebody could come in there and really drill him. So they may want to blow that whistle a little bit quicker.
Unruh's out of Lima Central Catholic High School near Elida, Ohio. They have always had a good football program. Been down in the last few years. 10-12 to go. Unruh with Coffee to the left. Looked like he wanted to take the snap, but then his offensive coordinator and head coach Matt Nardo started calling another play. When your head coach starts saying you need another play, you listen to it. Hand off to Coffee, and Coffee's going to get hit and dropped at the 20-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play.
That's Evan Schlensker again. Boy, he's playing a heck of a game so far. Nice open field tackle.
9:40 to go.
3rd and long. Again, this should be 4-down territory, so they got 2 plays to pick up about 12 yards.
Junior Jaden Campbell into the ball game now at wide receiver, 6'2", 165-pounder. Beringer is in the middle of that trips formation out to the left, dropping back Unruh. Look to his left. Lions giving heavy pursuit, and Unruh got away with it. He's at the 10. He's going to cut to the sideline to the 5, dive to the pylon, and what is it? Touchdown. Boy, it took him forever.
He was looking for help on the call, and he's the one right there. Again, Lions with heavy pressure, but we didn't stay on our lanes. He was able to get out to the left with a lot of freedom to run, so they're going to give him the touchdown.
that makes it 21-12.
Yeah, they're just going to kick it, not chase the points yet.
Boy, that was
Well, it's a heck of a run, but
heck of a run.
You got to stay in your lanes there. We were a little bit undisciplined on that rush.
Drew Michael, the sophomore, will attempt the extra point. Last one was missed. It hit the upright, but this one is good. 9:11 to go, first half of action. Your score now from Mount St. Joseph University. It's the Mount 21 and the Beavers 13 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
You get to be outside, you get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Back here at Schueler Field here this afternoon, where the Lions have taken the lead at 21-8. Kickoff down the field, and the Lions will take it out to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, again, one of those pop-up kickoffs, trying to avoid the big return by Eli Aston. But, again, pretty good field position for the Lions. Looks like they're...
That was Monfort on the return, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like about the 3-yard line or so. Yeah. So, again, not bad.
9:05 remaining to go in this first half. At halftime, the basketball coaches, Macy Elston, Toby Kerrigan, will be interviewed by Blake Watson. Tyler Prather, who has been outstanding here today, 4 of 4 passing for 139 yards. And the handoff goes off the right-hand side to Giffords, who's back into the ballgame. And Gifford spins across the 40 out to the 42 for a gain of about 7 on the play.
We got an injured Bluffton Beaver down there. Well, we got a quick minute. I want to give a shout-out to athletic director and baseball coach at Bluffton University, James Grandy. James, a great guy. He's done a great job with the baseball program, and now he's currently the athletic director and baseball coach. So, James, if you're out there listening, I hope things are well.
8:52 remaining to go as we've got that player down, so we'll take a quick timeout. 21-13, the Mount leads it here by 8 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
This is Dave Mitchell for the George Nikias Agency. George continues to enjoy working with all of you and helping to customize an individualized program on Medicare supplements or Advantage plans. George can simplify the process and help you get into the type of coverage you need. Don't leave your future to chance. Make sure you're covered financially and physically. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George Nikias today at 513-733-1255 or stop by the website, GeorgeNikias.com. The George Nikias Agency. Reliable, respectful, and responsive service.
8:52 remaining to go, and the Beaver player is up and is walking off the field under his own power. 21-13, Mount leads it here at Schueler Field.
And the way this one's going, Dave, maybe the first one to 40 or 50 is going to be the winner. Now, if you come to a Mount St. Joe football game, you're usually going to get offense.
You're going to get a lot of offense.
Yeah, you're not going to get, 10-7 games, that's for sure.
Lions now have receivers out wide on both sides. Aston is out wide to the left-hand side.
Hunkus, I guess, and
looks like
Ari Turner in the slot there.
Turner and Pollard out to the right-hand side. And they're going to throw that bubble screen, and it goes to Aston. Aston got hit at the line of scrimmage, but struggles forward, and he gets it out across the 45 and out to the 46-yard line. He's got the first down.
Yeah, try to get him in space. Nice job by Bluffton to hold him to a minimal gain, but like you say, it is a first down. They'll move the chains, and the Lions are in hurry up.
That's the shortest, I think. I think Aston has caught a pass in the entire season.
Yeah, that hurts his average a little bit there.
It does, just a tad. 8 minutes to go and clock running. Lions now, we've got an illegal pursuit. False start penalty called against the Lions.
Third down.
It's not third down. It should be first. He said third down. It's first. He's going to correct.
First down.
That's what I thought. I said he corrected himself. I think it might have been Hunkus over there on the the left side there. But anyway, nonetheless, 1st and 15.
Hunkus out wide left. Pollard is wide right. You've got Aston in the right slot, or left slot, and Turner in the right slot. Now Pollard moves in motion to the line. They're going to throw a quick bubble screen again, and it goes to Hunkus, and Hunkus caught the ball, dropped it, it went out of bounds. They're going to say Bluffton hit it before it went out of bounds. They are. Yep. They're going to give the ball back to Bluffton.
Yep.
7:37 left to go in this first half. Not what the Lions needed.
No, again, I think the only thing that can stop the Lions is the Lions. And, boy, now they got a short field with an opportunity to go down and potentially tie it up here.
They recovered it at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe he didn't have total control of it and they'd call it incomplete, but he made a football move, I guess, and that's all that it takes.
I wasn't so sure it was even in bounds.
Yeah, it was very close over there, but, again, we're a far distance away.
Yeah. And with my eyesight, don't trust that. First down 10. Unruh, turnaround, fake handoff. Looks downfield to the left. He's going to go deep into the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete, but the Lions are going to get hit with a pass interference penalty.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't need to grab him. Just turn around and find the ball, and he just grabbed him at the last second, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And quite honestly, Dave, our DBs have really struggled this year with that. Just not turning around, finding the ball, and they're grabbing the receiver.
Defense, number 8, 15-yard penalty.
And that's Jonah Smith. I don't think it was 8. I think it was 6.
Yeah, I don't think it was either. Nonetheless,
they're
going to get the 15-yard penalty. And, again, he did have some good protection back there with a chance for his receivers to get down the field.
Chuck, here's a little pet peeve of mine. They let the umpires mark off the penalties while the referee would tell everybody what the penalty was. The umpire today waited until after the call, then marked off the penalty. As Bill Belichick says, just do your job.
Lions defense really got to dig in here.
Yeah, ball at the 27, 1st and 10 in Mount territory. Unruh, a lot of movement on the line, but the Lions got back, no flag. Unruh's going to take the snap, drops back, stays in the pocket, throws over the middle, incomplete.
Yeah, that little crossing pattern. If he catches, he's got Slensker was on him, but I think he would have had a chance to outrun him and make a good gain out of it. So
Neagle Payne, the junior, had 25 catches coming into this one. He's caught 2 passes, but he dropped that one. And it's 2nd down 10.
Yeah, this is becoming a really, really big series here as we're about halfway through the second quarter.
Next week, the Lions will be at Franklin. 1:30 kickoff. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Unruh with Stoner to his left. Fake handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts to the left-hand side. Sees some green. He's got it at the 25-20 and skips out of bounds near the 15-yard line. That's going to be about a 13-yard gain.
They're going to give him the first down. They're pointing first down. Wow. This quarterback is very, very impressive. He can beat you with his arms and his legs.
Yeah, he is. You are right. He's got a quick first step.
He does, and we're rushing hard, putting some pressure, but we're just not able to maintain our lanes. And he's finding some really large gaps, especially over the left-hand side to run.
They've got a couple of sophomore quarterbacks, not only Unruh, but Donovan Braisley, who's a sophomore. They're both about the same size, 6'1", 180. Handoff up the middle, goes to Stoner, sawing a hole, gets it inside the 15, inside the 10, and drives it down to the 5-yard line. It's a 12-yard gain and another first down.
Yeah, just a simple handoff off the right side, nice blocking, and he kept churning those legs, and looked like we were going to have him about after 3 or 4, but he kept those legs going, and it's 1st and goal.
6:20 and running here in the half. 21-13 the Mount, but Stoner and Unruh have the Beavers down to the line of scrimmage. First down and goal from the 5, and now they go with the oversized line onto the right. Unruh's going to roll out to his left. He's going to see some green, tucks it under, and he's going to be in for the score. Nope, they're not going to put him in for the score.
He's about at the inch line, I guess.
Chuck, that was closer to the touchdown than he had the last time, and they gave it to him.
Well, again, this is probably a quarterback sneak or a quick handoff. It's a sneak.
It's got to be a sneak.
Yeah.
And he'll get the snap, and he'll take it in. And are they going to say he's not in?
That's a touchdown.
Now it's a touchdown. 5:37 left to go in this first half, and Bluffton has cut it to a 21-19 lead. Now, are they going to go for two?
Now they're going to go for two right now. I guess they feel like they got some momentum right here. And, when they line up in that heavy formation right, they're either handing it off in kind of a little misdirection back left, or the quarterback's going to spin back left. At least that's what they've done so far.
Well, and they've done a nice job of scouting against the Lions because, earlier this year the Lions have had a tough time with the misdirection.
Yeah, the over pursuit. So they're going to take it on the left hash mark here, Dave.
Now Unruh's going to work out of the shotgun. He's got Stoner to the right of him. Moves Payne in motion to the line. Unruh's going to keep it, and now the side judge is going to call timeout, but the far side judge threw a flag.
Yeah, now they're going to kick it.
Number 10, offense.
False start called against Bluffton. That's Jaquez Collars.
So that's interesting. They hit it on the left hash mark, but now for the PA, now they can move it back to the middle. Let's see if they're going to correct this. I thought that you had, they're going to move it back, because they asked for the left. This makes it a tougher extra point here. This is on a tough angle for a right-footed kicker.
Good call.
Yeah, you have to move it back to that side. So good catch by the official there. The other officials were ready to put it in the middle.
5:37 left to go. Michael will attempt the extra point, try to draw Bluffton within one, and he gets it through the uprights. 5:37 remaining first half. Your score. It's now the Mount 21, Bluffton 20 here on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
BSN Sports is the official athletic supplier of Mount St. Joseph University. If you need anything for your team, league, or complex, contact Scott Lawson of BSN Sports today. BSN Sports is the largest local sporting goods provider in town. They manufacture bleachers, benches, netting, foul poles, padding, goalposts, sleds, football dummies, and screens. And if it has to do with your athletic complex, gyms, courts, weight rooms, baseball and football fields, track and field, or outfitting your teams, call BSN Sports today. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646. Psalm 27, verse 17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." And that's the business model of Iron Sharpens Iron on 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati. Strength, core, and cardio, the three principles that make yourself better mentally and physically. Train with passion and purpose. Be challenged and get your mental game strong. We will empower you to put up the good fight and thrive. Ready for the best gym experience of your life? Call Iron Sharpens Iron today or stop in at 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati.
Lions get the kickoff. That's Kaheem Montclair, and Montclair's going to take it out across the 20, and we've got a scrum going down around the 15-yard line with Gary Powell and one of the Bluffton Beavers. Looked like number 85, Chuck, and if that's the case, that's Hunter Newberry.
Yeah, they decided to kick it deep that time, so they got us pinned in a little bit inside the 25, so, Lions are going to have to respond here on offense. Haven't been stopped. They just stopped themselves with the fumble last series.
So Prather comes down to quarterback for the Lions. He's had a good day. 6 of 6 passing, 144 yards. And also 2 touchdowns.
Aston single coverage over there, Dave.
Turner in the slot right. Dropping back is Prather. They're going to pick it up, and that Aston got it right out at the line of scrimmage, and then went 10 yards out, running out to the sideline, got the first down after an 11-yard gain.
If they show that coverage again, I'm thinking an up and out here. Really surprised they're just singling him over there. Now they got sliding. Now they're going to go back to single coverage. Looks like they're showing blitz.
Lions looking things over. Now Powell is going to move from the strong side defensively over to the weak side, but then Bluffton compensates and sends a couple of guys over to Powell, who's behind the tight end left, and he moves in motion, hand up right up the middle, and that's Gifford, and Gifford takes it across midfield, and he's down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I was thinking, I didn't get a chance to say it, but with everybody spread out like that in single coverage, he could pop one right up the middle.
4:45 and running. Lions have the ball at the 42. Prather drops back, flag down on the play, and the throw upfield into Pollard. It's incomplete. The official threw his hat. Now there's a flag down on the side. Chuck, I got to tell you, this couldn't have been a play because the chains weren't set.
Well, you know how that is. They rush it up a little bit.
But even the showing where the ball wasn't set.
Yeah, I think they're going to call a legal procedure. I don't think we were totally set. We were trying to go hurry up, and, well, they're going to talk it over.
I get the aspect that they want to speed the game up, Chuck, but you got to give the human element a chance to get even the chains down.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'm with you. I mean, again, speed it up a little bit, but you got to get the chains down.
Yeah.
You can't be running around, and they're still trying to get set. And so let's see what we come up with here.
There are 2 penalties on the play. Illegal shift, offense, illegal substitution, defense, 12 men in the field. Those penalties offset. Replay first shift.
Okay, well, it looks like I didn't see the 12 men on the field, but I did see the illegal shift, so Lions maybe catch a little bit of a break there.
1st and 10. Lions will send Aston out wide left. He's got single coverage again, but their safety is
he's kind of hanging over there a little bit, but yeah, again, we can run the football here.
Powell tied in right, 1st and 10. Ball at the Bluffton 41-yard line, 4:35 remaining in the half. Prather is going to throw it deep. He's got Aston out there. Aston goes up, and the ball got knocked away and incomplete. Yeah. Well, that's one of the few times, Chuck, we have not seen Aston come down with the ball.
Yeah, Tyler underthrew him just a little bit because he had a step or two on him, but he had to kind of wait on the ball. They both went up the battle, and no interference call, so 2nd down.
No, it was a good play out there by the Bluffton DB.
It was.
Gifford lines up to the left of Prather. Powell tight end left. Receivers out wide on both sides. That's Pollard out wide to the right. Ari Turner is slot right. And Aston is out wide to the left. And single coverage, handoff Gifford up the middle. Gifford sidestepped the tackler, but just got it to the 40-yard line after a gain of 1.
Yeah, that's the toughest, it's the nicest job they've done against the run so far because we've been able to really exploit that. So we're in 3rd and 9 right now. Kind of I don't know, depending on how much we get on that if we go for it on 4th down.
3rd and 9 at the 40. Prather looked and now goes over to the sideline to get the play in. Lions have 4 people over there on the sideline signaling in plays. Take your choice as to which one you want to pick.
Yeah, 4 third base coaches over there.
That's right. 3:45 remaining. Pollard in motion. He gets the bubble screen, gets a block, and he's going to be hit and dropped right at the 40, and now a flag is down.
I think it was holding against us.
And they will put it down right at the 40. And let's see what the call will be.
Yeah, nice defensive play there by Bluffton. They read that pretty quickly.
No gain at all. Ball still at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I would think we would punt this away.
Well, that's if Bluffton decides to take the penalty. If it is against.
Yeah, they're going to ask him. Yeah, they're going to decline this.
There's no penalty.
No penalty. No penalty for holding.
Okay. Well,
Lions are still on the field offensively.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic of the. Usually Coach Hopper's a little bit more conservative here, but we're going to go for it, or at least they're going to line up to go for it.
4th down 9. Prather looks now over to the sideline. 14 on the play clock. Ray Gifford in the backfield with Prather. Now the play clock is down to 6. They're going to run it down and take a timeout.
Or just let it run out and punt it. Now they're going to take the timeout.
They'll take the timeout. That'll leave them 2. 4th down 9. And I'm looking to see if Hibbard is coming out on the field or Claire. And I don't see either one of them. So
yeah, I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you, Dave. Typically it's been more of a conservative approach that, and actually I think I would punt it away here. You want to pin him down. We get the ball starting the second half, but clearly we're capable of throwing it and making more than 9 yards. But boy, the way Bluffton's moving it, you don't want to give them a short field.
No, Bluffton down by just a point, 21-20.
But yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. So, I thought maybe they'd go back and pooch punt it or something, but and I don't think you call timeout the punt, but let's see what happens here. It looks like the offense is staying on there.
Offense is staying on the field.
And it just shows you they got a lot of faith in their offense, which I do too. But, boy, 4th and 9, that's a long way to go.
Is there a 12-man penalty on the offense, as we saw last week in the Ohio State-Oregon game?
Thank you for your service.
3:17 left to go. First half, Lions lead it by a point. It's 4th down and 9 yards to go. Prather now looks to the sideline again. Play clock down to 15. And now Bluffton, I think, wants to use the timeout. And they will.
Okay, so it almost feels like it's the end of the game or something here, but they're trying to figure out matchups, and, they both watch film on each other, what Bluffton might do on defense or what the Mount might do on offense. So kind of a chess match going on right here with 3:17 to go till halftime.
21-20, Prather, 7 of 9 passing for 155 yards. Gifford, 11 carries here today, Chuck, 80 yards in the ball game.
Yeah, Jackson's been really, really good. And again, the offensive line did an outstanding job blocking.
Aston's got 4 catches. He's already over 100 yards at 137. Lions as a team, they have picked up 251 yards in total offense. On him, 6 of 9 passing for 67 yards for Bluffton.
Yeah, offense hasn't been the problem. But boy, this is becoming a huge play in this game at this point.
3:17 left, first half. Lions send Hunkus and Aston out wide to the left-hand side. Now Prather comes up and says something to Colin Kandra at the left tackle position and now gets back into the shotgun. Now dropping back Prather. Good pickup on the blitz. Throw down the middle, and it is caught. And the officials
what are they saying?
Are saying
they don't know.
They're
saying no.
They have no idea.
They said no, that it hit the ground. Ari was confident that he had it, but
I thought he had it, Chuck. I thought he got his hands underneath it.
Yeah, very, very close. And, unfortunately, there's no replay or no challenges, so Bluffton takes over. To be fair, it was a great play call, and he was wide open. We just didn't execute it, so it would have been there.
Threw it down around his feet.
Yep, it was not the best to throw. So now Bluffton takes over in really, really good field position.
3:10 left to go in the half. 21-20, Lions lead it.
It was actually a great play call. He broke wide open.
Yep. Unum, the quarterback. And now
we got 12 on defense, or just too much time? Too much time on the play clock. They didn't. Yeah.
Delay of game.
Sometimes they pump the clock to give them another, so much more time, but. So that's helpful, 1st and 15.
So that'll move it back to the 35-yard line. First down, 15 yards to go. By the way, tonight is the enshrinement into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Handoff goes right up the middle. Stoner takes it across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. Foreigner is one of the bands that's going to be.
One of my favorites.
Ozzy Osbourne?
But I'm a Foreigner fan for sure. Well, I think Bluffton's strategy is clearly to try to score, but, try to use as much time.
Yeah.
They prefer not to give it back to the Lions. Lions have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
That was a gain of 3 out to the 37, so it brings up 2nd and 12. Unruh throws out to the left sideline, incomplete to Behringer.
I guess depending on what happens on this play, it could be a break that the clock is stopped. It could save the Lions some time. So a big 3rd down play. We need to keep him in the pocket and don't let him get outside and run it.
I don't know. If I'm Bluffton, I don't throw the ball here.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to pick up the 1st down. And again, I think they're playing that loosey-goosey kind of nothing to lose thing here, and they're going to try to pick up a 1st down.
2:39 clock stopped. 3rd down, call it 12, maybe 13 yards to go. Lions
he moved.
And now a flag thrown, and again, a false start called against Bluffton.
Yeah, number 10 just kind of got a little antsy there, so that makes it 3rd and 17.
Second time that he has been called for that. That Jaquez colored.
So I would expect the Lions to be in a little bit of a prevent here to make sure that they can just let him catch it, make the tackle short of the sticks.
Colored comes out wide to the left-hand side. That's where he was when he picked up the false start. Tight end left is McLaurin. Unruh the quarterback. He's got Stoner to the right of him on 3rd down and 18. Dropping back Unruh. He's going to throw. He looks down the middle, throws down the middle, and it is caught. But he's shy of the first down out to the 47-yard line.
Dave, I don't know how he fit it in there. I mean, there was 3 guys around him. Now they can either go for it, try to draw us off sides, or let it go down to the 2-minute warning. So they got some options here.
Unruh, it's 4th down, 3 yards to go. And I would think they're just going to take it down to the 2-minute warning and talk about it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I thought maybe they would try to draw us off sides and let it go down to the 2-minute warning, but no, they're just going to let it run down.
And we've hit the 2-minute warning here at Schueler Field in Cincinnati, Ohio. Your score, it's now the Mount 21, the Beavers 20, here on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing. Nursing.
Pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1. Your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2. If something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3. Work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
And we are towards the end of the 2-minute warning here this afternoon at Schueler Field as the teams break their huddles. 2 minutes left to go in the half, and the Mount leads it by a point. And a big decision here by Matt Nardo.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. 4th and 3, your own 47. It's a big gamble. We'll see if it pays off.
4th down, 3 yards to go. They are at the Mount 48-yard line. Check it at their own 47-yard line. Dropping back Unruh. Heavy rush. Throws over the middle. Incomplete to Behringer. He led him a little too far. That's the worst pass that he has thrown today, Chuck.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on him, and he tried to make the perfect throw, and he, like you say, he just let him. So, boy, what a big momentum change. Now we got a chance to go down and score and get the ball to start the second half. Huge, huge 4th down stop.
2 timeouts left for the Mount. 1:56, and here we go.
Yep.
Pollard is line wide right.
Yeah, I think at this point, time's really not a factor. With 2 timeouts, the clock stops on first downs until they reset the chains, if they let them reset the chains.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got Aston and Turner out wide to the left-hand side. Turner in the slot. Dropping back Prather. Prather's going to throw it on an up pattern. That's complete to Turner. Turner at the 30. Spins to his left. He gets it down to the 25-yard line.
That was a heck of a throw by Prather. There was a DB. He threw it over the top of the DB, in between the DB and the safety. Great throw.
You always hear about the back shoulder. That was the front shoulder.
Yeah, that was a heck of a throw, and nice run after the catch there by Ari. So, again, plenty of time. The clock is stopped. Actually, you want to take some time right now. You don't need to be in a hurry. You don't want Bluffton to get the ball back.
26 yards on that completion, by the way. 1st and 10 down to the 25-yard line. Prather rolls to the left. He's going to tuck it to the 20, to the 15. He's got a first down. What in the world are they spotting?
It looked by the naked eye that he made a first down, but they're going to give it to him or not?
No, they're going to spot him out at the 16-yard line, Chuck, and he was out at least at the 14.
Well, the good thing is that being second and a foot, the playbook is wide open here. But again, I know you want to score. You don't want to score too quick here.
Boy, they have got these shorts in their minds all day long, these officials. Minute 33 left to go. Prather is going to throw it out to the flat, and it is incomplete. Another one thrown down too low, but that one was thrown low for a purpose.
Yeah, if he throws it high, that could have been an interception. So, again, I'm let's just run the ball, get the first down, let some clock run.
By the way, Auburn is leading Mizzou 17-6, and Army over ECU 38-7. We'll have scores coming up at halftime. 1:31 remaining in this first half. Powell in motion to the near side.
There you
Handoff
go.
Goes off to Gifford. Gifford takes it down inside the 5 to the 3.
Now again, Coach Hughes, now take your time. Yeah, well, we should have did that a while back here. Regers is going to replace Gifford here, but again, let that clock run. No hurry at all.
Gifford, that was his 12th carry of the day, and he's got 90 yards. Make it 93 yards now.
Yeah, now the Lions using some clock. We're going to get close to a minute here, but again, plenty of time.
Powell in motion to the far side. Handoff Regers around the left side. Skips a tackle, gets down to the 1, and he's stopped right there.
Again, that's fine. Let the clock run. I'm a little surprised Bluffton's not using a timeout here, but that's good for us. Plenty of time. You want to score and then get it to start the second half. Get this thing under 40 seconds.
Ball just inside the 2.
Nice job here by the Lion offense, taking their time. Even if they get stopped, they got 2 timeouts. So, again, time is not a factor at all.
Lions 2 tight ends set. Powell on the left, LaFrange on the right. Now moves in motion to the left to set up next to Powell. Now they follow the tight ends, and Regers got hit at the 4 and was dropped right there.
Now you can use one.
Now the Lions will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts with 23.5 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, nice job by the Bluffton defensive line there. Johnny really had nowhere to run here, so, it could be 4-down territory. Do you want to, you clearly want to score a touchdown here, so we'll see what Coach Hughes dials up. This one will probably go up in the air.
23.5 seconds, as you said. 1 timeout remaining. They haven't taken that time off the. Am I mistaken? Do they have 2?
I thought we took one earlier, didn't we?
Thought
yeah,
so.
Because we called it before a 4th down play earlier. Yeah, so they just haven't taken off. We're down to 1 timeout, but again, that really is irrelevant.
So 21-20, Lions not only get the ball here, but they also get the ball to start the second half. Don't forget, at halftime, Blake Watson will interview Macy Elston, the women's basketball coach, and Toby Kerrigan, the men's coach.
Jackson Gifford back in the ball game.
So Gifford back in. Ball is at the 4-yard line. It is 3rd down and goal.
Man-to-man all across the line.
Handoff, fake handoff.
Oh, Gary Powell.
Now Gary Powell on the pop pass. Caught it for the touchdown, and the Lions now lead it 27-20.
Yeah, we did that earlier in the year on a big 3rd down conversion to end the game. And, boy, that's a huge score. Hardly left Bluffton any time. Perfectly executed. Got a chance to take an 8-point lead and then get the ball to start the second half. So, it's 4th down stop and then a score there. Huge by the Lions. Great job by the coaching staff managing the clock there.
19.9 left to go in the half. 27-20, and now Hibbard will attempt the extra point to give the Lions an 8-point lead heading into halftime. And now the officials.
Something happened. False start. Somebody moved on the offensive line for us, so it's going to be a 25-yard extra point. Actually, that was Gary Powell. They said 24.
Could somebody at halftime go tell that side judge nobody's here to watch him? This has been a very enjoyable game, interrupted by some very interesting calls. 19.9 left to go in the half. Now Hibbard will kick it from the 15, which makes it, as Chuck said, a 25-yard extra point. Good snap. That kick is up, and that kick is good. We're going to keep it right here, Chuck. 19.9 to go. Lions now lead it by 8, 28-20.
Yeah, as I mentioned on our drive, a little surprised Bluffton didn't use a timeout or so to try to save themselves from time, knowing they don't get the ball to start the second half. So a little bit surprised there. 19.9, basically 20 seconds left. There's not a whole lot of time to do anything there. So, again, beautifully executed by the Lions, but they could have had themselves maybe 40, 50 seconds, but they chose not to. And good break for the Lions. Like I said, excellent clock management by the coaching staff, Coach Hopperton and staff doing a nice job there. So as long as we don't give up a big kickoff here, we should be in good shape.
Well, the Lions now, Plan A has been accomplished. They scored with their last possession.
Yep.
Now Plan B is score when you get the ball back to start the second half.
Absolutely, that double kind of thing with, Bill Belichick kind of made famous years ago with the Patriots. Because back in the day in the NFL, when you won the toss, you had to take the ball. I mean, you didn't get a second half choice. College always did, but NFL didn't. Then they finally got smart and did that also.
So with 19.9 seconds left to go in this first half, it's 28-20. The Mount leads it. And the Lions will kick it off, and it is a high end-over-end taken in by Payne at the 8 to the 10, 15, 20. And he takes it out across the 25 and brought down at the 29-yard line.
Nice job out there by the special teams.
Excuse me, that's Coffee.
So, they got 14.3. I would think they wouldn't get too cute here, but you never know. We'll see what they come up with, or they're just going to take a knee maybe. Looks like they're going to take a knee, Dave.
Looks like it. Unruh comes out, and they're going into their victory formation, and Unruh wants Stoner to back up a little bit. He's the safety for the offense on this. And Unruh will just drop back and take a knee after a couple of steps, and that'll do it here at the half, Chuck. 28-20, the Mount leads it here. Prather, 10 of 13 passing, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Gifford with 12 carries, 93 yards carries in this first half. Your Lions lead it 28-20, and at halftime coming up, Blake Watson interviewing Macy Elston, the women's coach, and Toby Kerrigan, the men's basketball coach here at the Mount. I'm Dave Mitchell along with Chuck Murray. Your score at the half, it's the Mount 28 and the Beavers 20 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, everybody's smiling, and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes. You realized them.
It's time to upgrade your unis and that complex your league has been playing on for years. If that's the case, call Scott Lawson of BSN Sports. BSN Sports manufactures their own supplies, from PE equipment, soccer and lacrosse goals, and they have champion barbells for all your weight room needs. Also a porta pit, hurdles, high jump and pole vault pits, and more for your track and field needs. The BSN Victory line of uniforms and apparel is a great quality for great prices. For all your needs, contact BSN Sports. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646.
Mount St. Joseph Sports Information Director Blake Watson here at halftime of the Lions' homecoming football game against Bluffton. I'm going to be joined by both Lions head basketball coaches. First, we'll start here with men's head coach Toby Kerrigan. Toby, first, thanks for doing this for us. Little bit of a new look squad for you this year. It's kind of exciting. You guys get a little bit of a reset. You had a new assistant. You got 7 new guys into the program. Replacing some guys that played a ton of minutes for you. Let's kind of just start there. What's it going to take to replace guys like Willard and Jack Kohler and that group that left last year? And how does that look this year going forward?
Yeah, for sure. We've got a lot of minutes to replace, especially with those 2 guys graduating. But the 7 new guys we have been impressive for the first 8 workouts, and we're 2 practices in, and there's guys earning some minutes right now for sure. And so we've got scrimmage next week and another the following week, and then we open up. So they're figuring it out pretty fast, and the competition has been good, and it's been intense, and it's making everybody better for sure.
You kind of led me to this next question. You said they're picking it up. Obviously, anybody who's watched your teams play over the past few years understands we run a relatively intricate offensive set. And it can be difficult at times for new guys that have not run that before to find their place in your Princeton-style offense. How has that new group of guys figured out what we do and how they can play within that system?
They've been really good. Now, a couple of them had a little bit of an advantage because they ran some similar stuff in high school, so that helps out tremendously for those guys. But even the guys that hadn't done anything like we do have really picked it up fairly quick. And the funny thing is, it does look intricate, but it's actually a bunch of simple things strung together. So, but if you do it fast, it looks like it's got some complexity to it. But no, the new guys have definitely done a really good job of figuring things out, and the way we've broken it down for them, I think, has helped a little bit. So it's been good.
You guys are a couple days into full practice. Obviously, we talk about the 7 new guys. You got a lot of returners. And again, anybody who's watched the last couple of years understands that most of what you do, at least the last couple of years and probably this year as well, will go through the big fella. Luke Collinsworth has been one of the better offensive players you've had here during your time, especially as a post. You've had really good players, but the way he can dominate a game offensively from the post is a little different than you've ever had. What do you expect to see out of guys like him and Matt and Jason Lavender, your returners that played a bunch last year, to kind of lead this younger group?
Yeah, they've done a good job teaching these guys. Josh Patay's in that group too. All of those guys have done a great job in practice, like just pulling guys to the side, telling them small things to help them through the offensive stuff, through the defensive stuff. So that always is good sign for a coaching staff if your older guys are coaching on the sideline and helping guys out. And all of those guys have done a great job. And you throw Braden Miller in there, who's a sophomore who didn't play very much last year, but has had a really good summer and a preseason here, and he's in the gym all of the time. I look forward to seeing what he can do. And some 2 seniors that didn't get out there, but have had a real good preseason. Alex Willett and Dale Bush, they play hard, they can shoot it in. They play good defense, good solid defense. And so the mix of older guys and new guys, and those middle class guys, like it's been really good, and they've helped each other pick things up pretty quick.
From an outside observer, I see this kind of being a little bit of a throwback to those teams when you guys were really good, as your older guys are starting to bring those younger guys along like they used to, and that's really nice to see. And I've never seen anybody shoot more than I've seen Braden Miller shoot. That boy is working out every morning at 7 o'clock when I get here, so it's exciting to see what he's got going on. You've leaned your roster a little bit. You're not carrying, a huge roster this year. As a coach, how does that help you, especially if you look down and everybody on your bench can do something to help you in a basketball game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely in practice, guys are getting a ton of reps. And that's obviously a good thing. And like you said, right now it would be really hard to look down and be like, all right, who are the 8, 9 guys playing? Because right now guys can come off and give different things on both sides of the floor. And so that's always a good thing when you can look down your bench and you have options. And so these guys have been competing hard, trying to earn minutes to be out there. So it's good we have a scrimmage next week. We'll learn a lot of things from that. But I'm real happy with how hard these guys are working.
Last question is the last big addition or change to your program is the new assistant coach, Scott Bauman. Just personally, I feel like he's been a great addition to our staff as a whole. Having that little bit older guy, a little more seasoned guy, been a head coach before. How has Scott's addition helped you, and how will it help you going forward? It's
been pretty seamless. Scott played for me for 2 years at Trancey while I was an assistant down there, his freshman and sophomore year. So he knew what to expect. He knew how things operated, and he's done a great job recruiting here in the fall, summer and fall, and he loves it. And he's put in a ton of work already. So super excited to have Scott back with us. He was with us for a year while he was getting his master's, I think in like 15, 16, seems like a long time ago, but he's on his second go around here, and he's doing a great job.
He's also my neighbor.
He is also a Greenway neighbor.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What? No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm going to do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up. See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time.
What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Head women's basketball coach Maisie Elston. Maisie, first and foremost, it's been awesome these couple years you've been here to watch the change in this program. So personally, it's great to have you here. Like it's really fun to watch your girls play, and it wasn't always the case prior to that. I talked to Toby before, and his is kind of a revamp of his roster. For you, it's kind of the complete opposite. You bring pretty much everybody back from a team that's had a shot at, basically what we would consider the conference championship the last couple of years, because Transy was just so darn good. It was going to be really hard to beat them. But what's it like, walking into practice right now and you look out and everybody. Everybody's played big minutes for you.
Yeah, it's been really good, honestly. It's interesting because we do feel like we return pretty much everything, right? But also with that, we brought in 6 players that are all super talented, very athletic like we are. And so it's like, as much as we've got the returning group, I've got this new pool of kids that I'm like, well, I can see her fitting in here and here and here and bringing different things. And so I would say, they're from top through bottom, it's nice to walk into practice for sure.
It's a different look in the league this year, too, obviously. Transy ends up losing a lot. You have to consider them as a team that could compete for the conference championship just because they've proven they can. But Julie leaving there is kind of changes the entire complexion of the league. She'd kind of established that stranglehold on what the HCAC had to go through Lexington. Does that give you and your team a little bit of extra hope going into the year, thinking they're going to be down?
Yeah, I would say so. I think that, like you said, Transy they're used to winning, right? And that's a big part of it. So they're still going to be, a big-time contender, and they're going to be tough either way. And obviously, Hannah had a big part of their success, who took over the job with Julie. But yeah, they did lose a big part of who played big minutes for them. So I think for us, us, it doesn't matter who we play. My kids go in there and think they're going to win. So I think that edge has helped us with our success, honestly. So yeah, honestly, I think it's wide open this year. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be super competitive, top through bottom, and that's going to be the fun part, but that's also going to be the stressful part.
Yeah, every night out in the HCAC, you're going to have a game you could win, or if you don't play well, you don't bring it, you could lose.
Exactly. Yep.
So you're looking at, again, kind of the roster, and you got a senior-ish laden backcourt. I don't know what we're listing Mills at nowadays. Is she a junior? Is she a senior? I just don't know. But you got. The backcourt is so important to what you guys do, especially just the pace of play. You guys try to run a lot. Like, how nice is it to look out there and you know what you got in Mills, you know what you got in Morgan, you know what you got in Anaya, and you talked to me just a few minutes ago off air. Jordan Patterson's playing unbelievably in practice. So how nice is that to look out and see, especially as a former guard yourself?
Yeah, no, it's great. And I think, Mills has just continued to grow as our outlying leader, which is obviously nice to have out of your point guard too. But yeah, Morgan's looking unreal right now. Mills is leading. She's looking great. Having Anaya back just adds a totally different piece back to us with her athleticism, and she's in a really good spot right now. And then, yeah, Jordan is a totally different kid. She looks unrecognizable out there considering what we had last year. So she's doing a great job. And then we brought in Katie from Anderson, and then even some of our freshmen, they just fit what we do, right? So we've got a few freshmen that are just gritty and athletic, and they're going to guard and they're going to bother people. And that's, it's like I said, it's going to be, the hard part for me is going to be who do I play at this point.
You keep saying that these freshmen fit with what you guys do, and that's obviously a testament to what you and Brooke have done in recruiting. But is that a conscious effort from you guys in recruiting? When you go to watch an AAU tournament, are you looking for that kid that's a bother on defense? Is that what you're trying to find?
Yeah, we look for the kids that, are just... you got to have a lot of grit to play for us, and that's one thing. And I think you got to have a lot of edge about you. Edge is a word I use a lot when I'm recruiting. Is you've got to kind of play with your chest a little bit to be able to play here. Otherwise, you're going to walk in and get swallowed up with what we have, and that's what we do when we're recruiting. Like, who is not scared to get out there? Who is not scared to, get the body on the floor? Who can get up and down the floor is a big thing, because if you can't play with pace, you're not going to play here. So, yeah, but we really look for those kids with, like, the big heart. And, like, Mills just, that is her, right? You watch her, and you just, like, this kid will run through the wall for me and for her team, and that's what we look for when we're out recruiting, so.
Mills is that way off the floor, too. I love that kid to death. One of my favorite students on this campus right now. And you watch her play and you think maybe a little bit of an attitude, and she's just not that kid. But she is fiery. She's a great kid. So it's exciting to hear you say that. And she has grown up a lot in her time here. You guys got a couple more weeks. You got some scrimmages and getting ready to go. 2.5, 3 months from now, what does a successful season look like for your program this year?
I think just continuing to build on what we did last year. Obviously, we had a pretty solid year last year. For me, like, the goal was always every year that I come in here and we come into the program, the goal is to win conference, right? That's the goal, to have a winning season and win conference. And I think we have the pieces, and it's going to be like, how well do we click? How well do we click? How quickly do we click? As a staff right now, we love what we see, and we just got to, hope that we stay healthy, which is a huge part of it. And we've already struggled with that a little bit. We have one of our freshmen out for the year already that would have been a big piece for us, which is heartbreaking. But it's all part of it. Everyone deals with it. So staying healthy is a big part. But, yeah, our goal right now is to lead the conference, have a winning season, and hopefully get the rings that, Transy has had for the last couple of years. So,
Maisie, thank you. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, everybody's smiling, and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike. Back here at halftime, it is 28-20. The Mount St. Joseph Lions leading this one at the half, and they'll get the ball to start the second half of action. But before we get to that, Chuck, it's hard to believe that not only do we have 3 games left in the season after this one, but we've also got basketball right around the corner.
Yeah,
and wrestling.
Yeah, really. It goes fast. Like I said in pregame when we were talking, you get older, it goes even faster. So, yeah, Toby Kerrigan and Maisie Elson will be starting the weather practicing, as we speak. And they got scrimmages coming up, and I believe the first game's November the 8th. So that's, 3 weeks away, something along that line. And then you got the Laurel Hill Classic, and before you know it, you're ready to go, and you're rolling in all these games. So I know both coaches are very optimistic about their team's chances to compete this year and do well, not only non-league but in the conference.
You had mentioned a score earlier of that Defiance-Rose-Hulman game.
Yeah, Defiance was 12-10 at half at Rose-Hulman, so I think that tells you that, they're pretty competitive. They're obviously a lot better, and, them going to NAI probably helped them, to a certain extent with recruiting. But, that's interesting. As it turns out, they're going to play a lot of the teams, not us. They might end up with beating all the teams in our league this year. Obviously, they're not playing us, but they decided to go NAI and give it a shot, and so far it looks like it's paying off. I know they lost a couple of games into NAI clubs.
Dr. Williams here. Hello, sir. How are you? I want you to remember this. Next home game, Rose-Hulman, I'm told you want to do a series of play-by-play. Come on in next game, okay? All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Dr. Williams, boy, what a guy.
Yeah, he's a tremendous guy, great asset to our campus and our school and our community.
I'll just let you handle him when he comes in and takes over for play-by-play for a series.
Maybe he should do color and you do play-by-play. Let's see how that works out.
I had him do a couple outs during softball when the girls' softball team is following them.
Okay.
And he didn't do bad.
Okay.
I kind of caught him off guard because I was interviewing him, and I said, okay, here you go for it. And he did.
He's a former athlete himself, so.
Yep, just a great guy, all-around great guy, president of the university. Your thoughts on the first half so far, Chuck?
Well, I think offensively we were really, really good. We had the one turnover. But basically, they didn't stop us. Even on our fourth down that we didn't convert, we had a guy wide open, just couldn't quite make the throw. So, offensively, we've been really good. We're running the ball pretty much at will with Jackson Gifford. He looks outstanding. The offensive line's done fantastic. Offensively, you scored 28 points and maybe left a few points out there. We're doing fine. Defensively, we're struggling just a little bit. Like you said, the first couple series were really good. But since then, they've been pretty much able to do what they wanted, took advantage of the turnover, went down. We had a big fourth down stop.
Yes.
If they go down and they take the lead now, instead we're up 8 with the chance to get the ball to go up a couple scores. So defensively, we got to keep him in the pocket. They're not running the ball very well, but he's been very accurate on some throws. So it's not that we've been horribly past defense, but he's made some good throws, and sometimes you've got to tip your hat to the opposition.
30 plays, 298 yards in total offense for the Lions. 38 plays for Bluffton, 191. Aston has caught 4 passes for 137 yards, and Gifford is just 7 yards shy of 100 for today in the first half on 12 carries, 93 yards. Tyler Prather, 10 passes completed on 13 attempts, 181 yards, and he has thrown 3 touchdowns here in this ball game. When we come back at second half action next, Lions lead it by 8, 28-20 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Learn more at MSJLions.com.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, everybody's smiling, and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray back here at Schueler Field. One of the perks that we get here in the press box at halftime is we get fed. And today we got cookies, and these cookies are to die for.
Yeah, I think they were actually leftovers from last night's Hall of Fame. I snatched a couple for us since we got shorted on the French fries a little bit.
Well, nonetheless, boy, these things are good.
Yeah, they're very good.
28-20. Lions lead it by 8, and they get the ball to start the second half of play here at Schueler Field. And going back set to return is going to be Munford, and he will go back all by himself, back set to return. Boy, the Lions have really rotated these guys throughout the years on who is going to return kickoffs, and today it appears to be Munford's turn.
Yeah, again, I think special teams-wise this year we've been outstanding, for the most part. It's been really, really good. So, whether in return or in coverage.
So the Lions lead it by 8. They get the ball to start the second half. And kicking it off for Bluffton is going to be Drew Michael. Michael, the sophomore, number 94. He's a rugby-style punter. He does double duty. And now he's going to kick it off here for the Beavers as we get the second half underway. Lions going from right to left, and the ball is collected in by one of the upbacks, and that is Ari Turner. Turner at the 40, 45, 50, 49 line of Bluffton to the 35, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 33-yard line. What a great return by Ari Turner.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Oh, boy.
Over on the clear over on the other side, Chuck. It had nothing to do with the play.
Yeah, let's see what they come up with. Boy, if they call a hold, this is going to be a killer. That's probably what it is. I can't think of anything else, but these guys definitely discuss things. They talk it over.
All right,
that's what I would suspect it is.
During the return,
holding. Chuck, I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. That was clear 40 yards on the other side of the play. The play came to this side of the field. It was on the other sideline. Why are you calling that?
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Why are you calling that? You got to be Deion Sanders' speed in order to catch up with the play.
Yeah, well, if we did hold, it was a major mistake. But we still got good field position on a 37.
Ball's going to be back at the 37 in the Mount territory as we played the first 11 seconds, and the handoff goes off to Gifford, and Gifford puts his head down, bounces off the 40, and he's going to take it out to the 45.
Look at him keep going.
To midfield. He's going to be down in Bluffton Bluffton territory at the 49-yard line after a gain of 14.
For you old-timers out there, he kind of reminds me a little bit of John Riggins, the Diesel from the old Washington Redskins. Bluffton started out with a 3-man defensive line again, so to me, anytime I see that, I'm running the football. That's what they did. Jackson must have broke 5, 6, 7, 8 tackles.
And now
Officials come out for defensive injury.
we've got an injury
It's a Bluffton
on the
down.
player, and that is a Bluffton man.
Looks like maybe number 7. Can't tell for sure. We hope that young man's okay.
Offense, that'd be Beringer, but
Well, it would be on. They'd be on defense.
Defense and taking a look. That
is number 7.
That is number 7, and that would be Devin Hogan.
Okay,
Hogan
yeah.
Jr.
Yeah. So he's walked off. Looks like he's okay. Maybe just shook up just a little bit. So, again, an outstanding run by Jackson Gifford.
Tyler Hopperton talking with the officials again. That's been an ongoing discussion all day long.
Yeah, you get those big plays and you get them nullified. They're frustrating. Again, I'm not suggesting that it wasn't there, but it's frustrating when you get that big return and, the Bluffton kind of gets bailed out.
I'm not questioning that it wasn't there either, but what I'm questioning is why do you call something on that when it has absolutely nothing to do with the play?
Yeah, that's typically what you do, but again, they threw it, so that's all that matters.
1st and 10 at the 49 of Bluffton. Man in motion to the far side, and they're going to throw it down the middle. That's to Pollard. Pollard at the 40, and he's spun and gets down to the 38-yard line. And he gets up and has some words with the DB.
Yeah, nice throw and catch, and again, playing kind of soft coverage there. Again, staying in their 3-man defensive alignment. Linebackers are sneaking up a little bit now.
Zach Rhines was the one that didn't appear to want to let go of Pollard's leg. Pollard took a little assumption to it.
Yeah. You just don't want to get in a war of words because usually the second guy's the one that gets flagged.
1st down 10, ball at the 38-yard line in Bluffton territory. Dropping back is Prather. He's going to throw it into the end zone. He's got Pollard complete. Touchdown, Lions!
Now he's doing a dance a little bit. I hope he doesn't get flagged. He didn't, but boy, I just get worried about that. You don't want to give up a free 15 yards. Again, great protection by the offensive line. Tyler threw a dime, hit him right in the bread box. Touchdown, Lions.
What did the referee just say, Chuck?
I didn't quite make it up or make it out, so.
Did they throw a flag?
No, I don't see a flag.
I don't either, but what did he have to say?
I don't know, but we're going to take that touchdown and hopefully make this PAT make a 15-point lead.
Makes it 34-20. Hibbard. It's a good snap. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. 13:30 remaining in the third quarter. Your score. It's now the Mount 35, Bluffton 20 on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati is your official provider of investigative, surveillance, and process servicing, uniformed, armed, and unarmed security services, executive protection, and bodyguard services. Official Investigation and Security Services is not only licensed in the tri-state area, but also Georgia, Tennessee, Michigan, West Virginia, and Texas. Not only private investigation services, but also mobile notary public services and more. Call Official Investigation and Security Services in Cincinnati, 844-263-3424. Think better, feel better, be better. At Iron Sharpens Iron, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati, train with passion and purpose. Be challenged by the 3 core principles: strength, core, and cardio. Make yourself better mentally and physically. Iron Sharpens Iron provides a fun and effective fitness training that you'll love. Try one of their 6 different programs: the Iron Circuit, Early Burn, Thrive, the Good Fight, Trinity, and Super Saturday. Ready for a better gym experience? Get to Iron Sharpens Iron today, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati. Well, there evidently was no penalty called against the Lions. They'll kick it off from the 35, up 35-20. Coffee is back set to return for Bluffton, and it's a high end-over-end kick. The Coffee comes in, then has it go right through his hands, and it goes through the back of the end zone for the touchback.
That's twice he's done that. He's been fooled on the kickoff, and really, there's no wind. If there's a little wind, we might have it, but it's, the flag's really not moving at all. So he just kind of misjudged it like an outfielder misjudging a fly ball. So they'll take over on their own 25-yard line. So let's see the defense dig in here, and get a 3-and-out here, and get the ball back, and let's put some distance between us.
So the Lions come out on defense as Bluffton down 15 points now, 13:30 remaining, third quarter. Will take it over. Unruh in the first half, 7 of 12 passing, 82 yards. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Stoner. Stoner tried to cut it to the left and then saw a hole and cut it right back behind the left guard. Picked up about 2 on the play.
Yeah, Brady Buller in on the tackle. And they found a little success towards the end of the first half running the ball a little bit. But if they're going to come back and make this a game, they're going to have to throw it.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Receivers out wide on both sides. Payne is out wide to the right-hand side, near side here. Unruh drops back. Pump fakes. Now he's going to throw it deep. He's got Beringer in. It is incomplete, knocked away at the last moment by the Lions.
Yeah, it looked like Miles Harding kind of got twisted up there, but the throw was a little bit underthrown. Receiver had to reach back for us. Now we got a big 3rd down play right here. And, Dave, just to finish the thought on the first half, we did it. We did the touchdown at the end of the half and then touchdown to start the second half. That's what you want to do when you get the ball to start the second half.
Plan B accomplished.
Yep.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. Unruh with Stoner right beside him. Drops back, throws a little bubble screen over the middle, and it is caught on the play. Nice catch by Bluffton's receiver, Quez Colored. And Colored picks up 14 and a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a big play right there. Looked like he just did a little slant, got leverage on our defensive back, able to make the catch and move the chains.
Payne comes out wide to the right-hand side. Beringer is slot right. And Unruh just hands it right off to Stoner. And Stoner takes it up to the 45, now to the 46-yard line. Gain about 7.
Yeah, nice 1st down run there, 2nd and 3. And, again, they're looking to answer the bell.
Stoner, 10 carries today, 31 yards. 12 minutes left to go, third quarter. Lions lead it by 15. And Unruh hands off to Stoner on the left-hand side. He's into Lion territory at the 40, 35-30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 30-yard line after a big run.
Yeah, Zion James knocked him out of bounds, but, boy, they're moving it.
Ball at the 26-yard line is where they will spot it.
Their offensive line starting to win some battles here. Our defensive line won the first half pretty good, but, boy, they're starting to open up some holes.
They do get the chain set, and now Bluffton will run the play as Unruh looks over to the sideline to his offensive coordinator and head coach, Matt Nardo. And the snap to Unruh. Unruh's going to throw it into the right corner of the end zone. That's Beringer, and he's going to catch it and backpedal into the end zone for the score. You were right. Nobody turned around to look for that ball, and that was Nate Austin that got beat.
Yeah, they keep bouncing back, make it a one-score game. Keeps the pressure on our offense.
11:24 to go in this third quarter. And the Lions now lead it by 9, 35-26.
Yeah, they're going to just take the extra point here and wait till they get, maybe closer to go for the 2 to try to tie it.
Right. Michaels hit the upright on 1. He's hit the rest of his extra points here today. Good snap, and the kick is down and almost blocked, but Michaels got it up and through the uprights. It's good. 11:24 to go in this third period. Your score, it's the Mount 35, the Beavers 27 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Repairing a sewer line in your front yard can be costly and unsightly. Say goodbye to excavations and unsightly nuances in your front yard by calling Neiman Plumbing for all your sewer repair needs. Neiman Plumbing can repair your sewer line by using their trenchless, no-dig sewer repair. Say goodbye to having to repair your lawn. Neiman's trenchless sewer repair involves installing a liner inside the sewer line to prevent future backups. Call Neiman Plumbing, 513-851-5588 for your trenchless, no-dig sewer estimate, or visit them online, NeimanPlumbing.com.
And we're back here at Schueler Field, where the Lions now have given up another touchdown, but they still lead it 35-27, Chuck.
Very similar to the Hanover game.
Yes.
We'd score, they'd score. They missed a point, PAT. Theirs was actually kind of a botched snap. So they're kind of chasing that point here. So we do hold on to the 8-point lead. And that's kind of what we did during the whole second half at Hanover, but defensively we're just going to have to, again, credit to Bluffton, they're making some plays, but we're just really struggling on defense right now.
Kaheem Monford is back set to return. He rolls to his right, collects it in at the 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's blasted at the 21-yard line. Monford, good run back, 16 yards on the return, but he paid the price right at the end.
Yeah, nice kickoff. You know, he had, like you said, he had to go run almost across the field to field that, and Bluffton with a nice coverage. So, again, pressure's on our offense to do something.
Again, just in case you missed it, Devin Holt out today. So Johnny Regers is in that backup running back position, and he's standing right behind Tyler Prather. Prather, 230 yards passing, 4 touchdowns so far today.
Well, it's a 8-man box right here, Dave.
Boy, there is. That middle is wide open, and they're going to throw it
There's
over the
that-
middle. Overthrew Aston, incomplete.
If he hits that, it's a touchdown. It's the right play call. When you see that kind of 8-man front, they're going to do an all-out blitz, and he just threw it high and wide, really a little bit too hard. He threw him a fastball, and it was just high and wide. That's a 78-yard touchdown if he completes it.
Prather looked like he just hurried that.
Yeah, he did.
11-17.
I'd run the same play if they run. It looks like they're in the same coverage
They're
here.
in the same coverage. They've only got 3 DBs, and everybody's in the box.
I think they're tired of Jackson Gifford running for 10, 12, 14 yards on first down.
11-17. Prather drops back. He's going to throw the up and out.
He's got it.
Going to Aston, and Aston's got it at the 40, and then he dropped it.
No flag.
To the ire of the Mount crowd. Boy, it looked like he got grabbed on that right arm, Chuck, but no call.
Yeah, very, very close call. Again, you got the coverage that you want. He's one-on-one, and, you know, he just reached out for it, couldn't quite bring it in. Looked like he was being held a little bit there, but, again, judgment call. It's the Bluffton sideline, and
11-11 left to go third quarter. Aston out wide to the right. Now he's in slot right. And Ari Turner is out wide right. Now moving a motion, Pollard to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back. They're going to throw it, and he's got a man, and it is complete at the 37-yard line. Ari Turner.
I'm going to tell you, Dave, that was a great catch. He threw it behind him. He had to do almost a 360 to spin back. That's a huge first down. The Lions did not want to go 3 and out there. Boy, what a great catch by Ari.
Turner, just his second catch of the game, 20 yards on the completion. Ball at the 36-yard line, still in Mount territory.
Here comes that 8-man box again.
Dropping
blitz.
Back is Prather, throws out to the left-hand side, complete to Pollard. Pollard across the 45, struggling forward, gets it across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, got a little extra boost there from Colin Kander helping push the pile forward. I think Bluffton's just decided you're not going to run it, and we're going to try to put pressure. And we can't stop them the other way, so let's see if we can force a turnover. We've got a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
Oh.
Okay.
Roughing the passer against Bluffton.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I didn't see it. I was watching the ball be released. I know there was heavy pressure, and Tyler was trying to get rid of it. And, boy, that's a big, big play here. We're trying to answer Bluffton's score. I said the first one to 50.
You're getting close.
And we're getting close.
10:28 left to go third quarter. 35-27. 8-point lead for the Lions. First and 10, now down to the 34-yard line. Prather, handoff goes to Riggers. Riggers has got it inside the 25, 20, broke another tackle, and he dives forward inside the 15 to the 12.
Really nice piece of running there. Dodged a couple of guys there, and big run there.
22 yards.
Got another guy down for Bluffton.
And one of the Bluffton Beavers is down, but he popped right back up, and he's walking off to the field.
Have you seen the Ole Miss games where they just dropping down if a team makes a big play, they're doing hurry up? And so I'm totally not suggesting Bluffton's doing that, but I know that's been a big thing in the Ole Miss games.
And the officials do their due diligence to break up the huddles after the player who was injured just popped up, walked off under his own power.
So Miami and Louisville playing a similar game to us. It's 45-38 Louisville with Miami with 4:50 to go.
Wow. First and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. Bluffton, Lions with it. Bluffton showing blitz. They got all 8 men in that box. A handoff goes to Riggers. Riggers is going to take it in for the score.
Great run by Johnny Riggers. Great job of blocking by that right side. Opened up a huge holes. Great running. Lions put 6 back up on the board to expand the lead. Again, like you said, we're getting closer to 50.
Riggers with his first touchdown of the day. 9:52 remaining to go in the third quarter, and the Lions now lead it by 14.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Bluffton's thrown everything but the kitchen sink at us defensively and just cannot stop us unless we turn it over.
So Hibbard will come in to attempt the extra point. He's the right-footed sidewinder, and the snap is up. Place down, kick is good. 9:52 remaining, third quarter. It's the Mount 42 and the Beavers 27.
LIT Wellness Solutions uses a proven weight and health management approach that promotes a healthier relationship with food while improving overall well-being. Visit us today at www.litwellnesssolutions.com to see if you can take advantage of the nutrition counseling you desire using your insurance with little to no out-of-pocket copay. Let us help you ignite the change within. Visit us today at www.litwellnesssolutions.com.
The George Nikias Agency is a full-service company that offers auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. George is an independent insurance agent, which means he can customize your personal insurance needs according to the carrier that best represents you. By having access to many companies, George is able to help your family achieve what many agencies cannot. That's multi-policy, multi-car, paid in full, and over 55 discounts. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George today at 513-733-1255.
Well, the Lions have not punted today, Chuck.
Yeah, again, their offense, you got no issues with that at all, other than that turnover and, the big play in that series with the third down catch by Ari Turner. Great catch, extended the drive.
Hibbard will kick it off from his 35. High end over end kick coming in is Coffey. He picks it up at his 20, 25 up the far side, and he's going to be stopped near the 30-yard line.
It's amazing, Dave, in some of these games how one play, the fourth down stop by us at the end of the first half, and then that catch on 3rd and 10. If he doesn't catch it, we got a punt. It's a whole different game. It's a game of inches, really. He made an outstanding catch, extended the drive. We go down and score, go back up 15. But, boy, Bluffton's not going away.
Now I've got to go home and watch Al Pacino and the inch by inch.
Well, that's what this game's been.
Ugh, what a speech by Al Pacino in that movie. 42-27, Lions with the lead. Empty backfield. Unruh's going to keep it himself. Cuts it off the left side, and he's going to be stacked up and dropped right at the 30-yard line. They say he fumbled the football. Officials come in, but there's...
Looks like they got it back if they did fumble.
Yes.
Looks like Jack Tucker and a bunch of his buddies were in there making the tackle.
No gain whatsoever. Ball remains at the 30. Second down. 10 yards to go. Unruh with Coffey to his right at the running back position. Lions in their standard 4-3-4, now, and the handoff goes right up the middle to Coffey, and Coffey gets stacked up and brought down right at the yard marker again. Maybe a yard gain on the play, Chuck, and the Lions' defensive line is really controlling this game.
Yeah, Brady, Buller and Tucker were in on the tackle. So we got him 3rd and long now, so we know what's coming, so let's get off the field here, get good pressure on him, keep him in the pocket.
Trips out to the far right. Lions just playing back, waiting for the pass on 3rd and 9. Unruh looks over the middle, and it is almost intercepted and caught. Caught on the play by Payne out to the 44-yard line, a 13-yard completion.
Yeah, it almost looked like we tipped it.
Yeah.
It was really a good throw. Small window there. We were in a zone coverage, and he went down, sat down, and again, a big first down on 3rd and long. We just cannot get off the field.
44-yard line. Unruh moves Coffey over to the left, ball in the near hash mark. Lions in the 4-3. Got one DB playing back deep On 1st and 10, Unruh takes the snap, looks out to the left side, and it's going to be caught by Payne. Broke a tackle to the 45 in Mount territory and run out of bounds near the 40-yard line, make it to 39. He's got 15 and a first down.
Yeah, again, all credit to the Bluffton offense. They're really, they're almost saying they're throwing it every time almost, and we just can't stop it. We need a turnover.
Well, that's what they did in the first half.
Yeah, they're spreading it out, and it's tough to cover.
First down, Lions showing blitz. Now they back out of it. Again, just a shotgun formation. Receivers out wide on both sides. Trips to this side. Dropping back.
Here comes the blitz.
And the blitz coming, and Unruh had to get rid of it and did. Caught by Beringer, but I don't think he was in bounds, was he?
No, they're saying no. Good call there. Yep.
Yeah, no catch. He didn't get both feet in bounds. Didn't get one foot in bounds.
You just need one, but he didn't get it. Good pressure there. Blitzing.
So they'll take it back to the 39, and it stays second down and 10.
Again, we're in a similar situation. Bluffton's defense, we got to try something different because, what we're doing, we can't stop them. So let's do something different.
Second down, 10. Handoff around the left side goes to Coffey, and he's going to be drugged down by Brady Buller and also Jack Dawson.
Yeah, Tucker was in on a bunch of guys in there. So now, again, 3rd and long.
I think Schlensker actually had him by the jersey.
Yeah, somebody did grab him early, and then they held him up, and then all his friends came in there. So this is clearly 4-down territory, but, you're going to get a pass here.
Schlensker is playing like his counterpart that wore number 51 throughout his career, Dick Butkus.
Yeah, he's playing very, very well.
Ball to 39, 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Unruh goes up towards the line, barks out some line instructions, and now backs up with Coffey to his left. Drops back.
Good
run
let
through
him
the
get
pressure.
out.
Got it outside the 40 to the 35, and he drops down at the 34. So that's a gain of 5, and it's 4th down 5.
Here we go. I don't want to be over dramatic, but this is probably, if we can stop them here, you got to feel pretty good. But there's still 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. But huge play here on 4th down.
4th down and call it a short 5. They need to get to the 29-yard line. Ball at the 34.
Let's see if the Lions bring pressure.
Lions in the 4-3 defense now. 4th down, 5 yards to go. Unruh got the snap. No pressure. Throws over the middle. Intercepted! Intercepted at the 22-yard line. And the interception by the Lions made.
Luke Paff, it looked like.
That's what it looked like, Luke Paff.
Yeah.
Or was it?
23, Luke Paff,
Yep.
yeah. What a great interception.
Just took it right off the ground, jumped the route, and got the interception.
Yeah, huge play in the game here.
Luke with his first interception of the season. 5:39 left to go. In the 3rd, Prather, handoff off the right-hand side to Gifford. He picked up a yard.
It's one of the few times Jackson didn't hit it big there. So huge defensive stop by the Lions. We've been calling for one, and we got one.
Well, they're going to say he got nothing.
Okay.
So it's 2nd down, 10 yards to go.
Now they come back that 8-man line again.
Just 3 DBs.
Couple dropped out into coverage.
Dropping back Prather. He's going to throw it deep.
Oh, he's grabbing his jersey.
And
Yeah,
the
they got it.
comes in.
Yeah.
Yep, the DB was grabbing Caden Pollard's jersey running up the field, and they called the pass interference penalty.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. At least to us Mount fans.
5:06 remaining in the 3rd. That was Dom. I'm not even going to let you try this one.
Good.
Dom Appiaegi.
Wow.
I hope that's if I screwed that up, I apologize to all the Appiaegis out there.
So the Lions get the automatic, 15-yard penalty or first down.
First down. Ball at the 37-yard line. Make it to 38. Receivers out wide on both sides. Prather, handoff right up the middle. Gifford takes it up the midfield, and he's dropped at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain. Gifford passed 100 yards a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now he's got 15 for 122.
Yeah, he's running really hard. Again, he reminds me of a John Riggins type.
First down, 10, ball at midfield. Handoff goes to Gifford. Gifford cuts it off the left-hand side, puts his head down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Another 12-yard gain.
Using the hot hand there, but maybe he needs a little bit of a break. It looked like he stumbled a little bit there at the end after the first down.
First and 10, ball at the 39. Fake handoff. Prather looks upfield. He's got a man. It's complete to Pollard. Pollard at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, love this. 2nd and 1. The playbook's wide open here. Lions can do pretty much whatever they want.
Gain of 9 on the play. Second down, a yard.
You love those 2nd and 1s, Dave.
Yep. 4 minutes exactly in running left to go, third quarter. Lions leading it now 42-27. Boy, a lot of movement by Bluffton, and now there's a flag thrown by the umpire. Bluffton actually was running in towards the line of scrimmage and caused the Lions to move if they did.
Yeah, let's see what they come up with now. Our guys are pointing towards Bluffton, but there's that long conversation again. Let's see what we got.
False start.
False start.
Well,
5-yard penalty. Second down.
so it looked like their guy came into the neutral zone, but got back, and I guess we reacted to that. And since he wasn't offsides, I guess they're going to call it on us. So 2nd and about 6 now.
Lions have been penalized in this game 6 times for 55 yards. For Bluffton, 7 times for 55 yards. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 35-yard line. Prather, handoff, Gifford right up the middle. Breaks it to the 25, to the 20, near the 20. Brought down at about the 22-yard line for a gain of 9.
You know, Bluffton defenders, they got to be tired of trying to tackle that guy. It's like, gosh, here we go again. This big bull running at us all the time. He's wearing him down.
All Gifford needs is the crap-kicking boots and the cowboy hat. He's John Riggins. Prather throws over the middle, and the slant incomplete to Pollard at the 12-yard line.
Very close to another first down.
Yeah.
Are they going to? It's going to be 2nd and short again. I love the 2nd and 1s.
2nd down, a yard to go. Now the umpire
About a yard short of the first down marker.
moves the ball back about a half yard.
2nd down and 1 from the 18.
2:39 remaining in the third quarter. Play clock down to 18. Now Prather, who had looked at the sideline for a long time, has the play clock down to 10. And he has Gifford to the right of him. Handoff goes to Gifford, right up the middle, inside the 10, to the 5. Still
Look at him bounce
forward.
off. Touchdown,
He turns to his right, and he got in for the score.
Wow. That reminds me of the Diesel.
Yep.
Wow, what a run. Again, I think the Bluffton defense are just really tired.
I think you're right.
He's bouncing off guys like a pinball machine. What a great run. Really good blocking there. Gary Powell went motion, had a nice seal block. And, boy, he just bounced off 3 or 4 guys and took it in the end zone. The Lions extend their lead.
So Gifford taking it in. Gifford today has got 2 touchdowns. And on the year, Gifford has got 9. And the Lions lead at 48-27, a 21-point lead. Kickster kick is up, and it is good. So it's 22, 2:16 to go in the third quarter. Your score, it's the Mount 49 and the Beavers 27 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
BSN Sports is the official athletic supplier of Mount St. Joseph University. If you need anything for your team, league, or complex, contact Scott Lawson of BSN Sports today. BSN Sports is the largest local sporting goods provider in town. They manufacture bleachers, benches, netting, foul poles, padding, goalposts, sleds, football dummies, and screens. And if it has to do with your athletic complex, gyms, courts, weight rooms, baseball and football fields, track and field, or outfitting your teams, call BSN Sports today. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Lions right now on top of it, 49-27 here in the third quarter of play. 2:16 remaining, and Hibbard will kick it off from right to left. High end over end. Coffey's going to let it go right out of bounds.
Yeah. So they'll get it on the 35. But finally, a little bit of breathing room, Dave. Kind of been a nail biter here. Again, kind of like the Hanover game. Go up 8, then and the 15, then back to 8, and now we finally stretched that a little bit. But again, I don't expect Bluffton to go away. Offensively, they've been pretty good today.
Unruh's run the ball 11 times, so has Stoner, so has Coffey.
You know, I've been impressed with the Bluffton offense and the Hanover offense so far this year.
74 yards on the ground for Unruh, 54 for Stoner, and 27 for Coffey. 2:16 remaining. First down, 10 yards to go, ball at the 35-yard line. And the handoff goes to Coffey, and Coffey gets smacked right down at the 36-yard line.
Second on the play by Jackson Pruitt.
Jackson Pruitt.
You know, they're caught between a rock and a hard place here. They obviously need to score points, but they also want to give their defense a rest. So you try to run it and maybe, you know, get a few first downs, but you don't want to turn it over 3 and out.
Right. 1:48 left to go, third quarter. Unruh, good protection. Now breaks out of the protection, rolls to his left, throws the ball. It's a duck upfield and out of bounds.
Really good coverage by the secondary, good pressure by the defensive line. He had nowhere to go with it.
Unruh came here from Lima Central Catholic. Told you they've got another quarterback that's a sophomore, Donovan Brazeley. Brazeley is from Creekside Christian High School in Atlanta, Georgia. My guess is they followed the Lion coaches down into Georgia and picked him up.
There you go.
That I-75 corridor is where the Lions always recruit. Coffey in motion to the near side. Dropping back is the quarterback, and he throws it over the middle, incomplete. Good defensive coverage by the Lions.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to punt. And I'll tell you, you're right, good defensive coverage. He was double-teamed. That was a really good scheme there by Coach Thompson. They actually double-teamed that slant, and he really didn't have a window to throw it in.
And that was Mason Harding on coverage there for the Lions. And now Bluffton will be forced to punt with 1:36.
Yeah, they haven't punted since, their first possession or so.
Something like that.
Yeah, Eli Aston back for the Lions. They have a fake. Now it's the time to use it. Oh boy.
Snapped right into the dirt, but it was picked up by Michaels, and he got a good punt away at the 30-yard line.
Fair catch at the 32-yard line.
Well, that rugby style, he does a nice job.
Yeah.
You know, they're not real long, but they're you know, you can't return them.
Drew Michael is from Eaton, Ohio. That's E-A-T-O-N, not E-D-O-N. There is an Eden, Ohio.
Yes, there is.
1:29 to go, third quarter. Stay here with us at the end of the third quarter.
Looks like it's Mumford time back there now.
He's in the backfield with Prather. And Praver hands it off to Monfort, and Monfort takes it across the 35 out to the 40, dives forward to the 41-yard line, gain of 9 right off the bat for Kahim.
Yeah, love to see that. Get that running game going. Take time off the clock and let your defense rest.
1:10 remaining and running.
He's very, very quick, hits the hole well. Really good running back. As we talked many times, the Lions are really blessed with a great running back room.
Were you able to see the TikTok video of Baker Mayfield pranking all of his players with Tampa Bay coming in as a walk-on, long hair, and threw the ball 80 yards? Dropping back Prather. He's going to throw the ball, and he's got the man and overthrew Hunkus.
Yep. Yep, he had him. Just overthrew him.
Coverage on the play
Yeah, he comes in and tries out for the team and throws the ball 60 yards in the air, and all the players were like, what in the world? Then he really, let them know who he was. 43.6 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Handoff right up the middle to Montclair. Montclair ran into a stone wall and then busted off of that tackle and dove forward for a couple out to the 45-yard line.
So if the Lions want, they do not have to run another play here in the third quarter. The game clock's at 24 and the shot clock is at 26. So let's see what now they're lining up. Maybe they're going to try to draw them off sides.
Could be. Third down, 9 yards to go. Now Prather backs away from.
Yeah, I think they're going to let it run out.
They'll just let it run out, and that'll be it for the end of the third quarter here at Schueler Field in Cincinnati. I'm Dave Mitchell with Chuck Murray, and your score here at the end of 3. It's the Mount 49 and the Beavers 37 as we head into the fourth on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Mount St. Joseph 49, Bluffton 27. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. During the quarter
And
break,
now
let's bring
it's
it all
time
together
for
the
Sweet
players
Caroline.
singing of Sweet Caroline.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Your time never seemed so good.
And as we head into the fourth quarter of action, it's 49-27. The Lions lead it here at Schueler Field. Prather on third down, 8. Lions going now from left to right across your computer screen. They move Montclair over to the left side of Prather, drops back on 3rd and 8. Heavy rush, throws it off his back foot. He's got Aston, almost intercepted by Bluffton.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it. They had a blitz on, and he was throwing, kind of falling backwards off his back foot, and he did underthrow him a little bit, but that was because of the pressure.
Boy, they covered Aston, believe it or not, with a linebacker, Chuck Nick Perry, number 2.
Yeah, well, again, if the throw's got enough juice on it, it's a touchdown. But again, difficult throw. He's thrown off his back foot under heavy pressure.
Joe Clare will come in to punt the football away for the first time here this afternoon. Clare averaging 36 yards a punt. Snap, kick. Clare got it away. Fair catch called by Behringer at the 23-yard line. 14:48 left to go. We'll take a quick timeout. 49-27 the Mount here on Ultimate Sports Talk.
Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator, and when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424.
14:48, Unruh drops back to pass, throws it over the middle to Behringer. It is knocked in the air and incomplete. Boy, a good defensive play by the Lions.
Looked like Andrew Pierce knocked it down.
Yes.
Really good play. Because he actually had him beat there. Maybe the throw was a little underthrown. He was able to catch up and knock it away. I thought he might knock it away and the other receiver might catch it.
So it'll take it back to the 24-yard line. Second down 10 for the Beavers. Boy, this has been an offensive juggernaut. Quarterback is Unruh. Handoff up the middle to Stoner, and Stoner takes it outside the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Schlensker again on the tackle.
Mr. Butkus.
They got a big third down play here, third and about 6.
Wasn't Nick Bonacani, was he 50 or 51?
The famous Miami Dolphin, boy,
Yes.
was inside the NFL for many, many years.
What about the Chicago Bears linebacker?
Singletary?
No, Singletary was 50, right?
Yes.
But what was
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Hall of Famer, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, dropping back Unruh. Unruh's going to throw it over the middle. He's got a man. That's complete to Payne. Payne at the 50. He takes it inside Mount Territory to the 45, and he's down to the 42-yard line. Boy, what a nice throw and catch.
Yeah, when this young man gets time, boy, he hits them right on the numbers. He's very, very impressive. And again, they're not going away.
No, they're not. Right now, the Lions have a 22-point lead.
Big third down conversion. You know, we still got 13 and a half minutes to go. No time to relax.
Today, 8 of 15, Bluffton in third down plays, and they throw the ball over the middle.
It's picked.
Intercepted by Harding, Mason Harding, and he takes it out to the 40.
Yeah, he was right in the throwing lane. I don't think he saw him when he made the throw, and really a nice interception there. Big turnover for the Lions.
Second interception of the day for Mason Harding.
Yeah, really good play. I don't think he saw him. He just, because his receiver was open, but he was right in the throwing lane, made a nice catch.
No, check that. You know what? I'm wrong. That was Luke Paff.
Yeah, 23, I believe.
Yes.
It was Luke Paff, yeah. He's played an outstanding game.
He has. First down 10. 13-18. And the throw, Prather throws it over the middle. He has got his man down to the 41-yard line, and that's Aston.
Yeah, a slant play. Again, a little bit behind him, but Eli reaches about to make the catch with a big, big gain.
Where did this kid come from?
Boy, he's outstanding.
Unbelievable. He was 4th or 5th on the depth chart coming into this season, and just in one game he worked himself up to a starting spot.
Yeah, well, he was a transfer, and, you know, he keeps this up. He's got a chance to be an All-American.
Yes.
His numbers are off the charts.
And he doesn't drop the ball, Chuck. When he gets it in his hands, he normally catches it. Handoff off the right-hand side. That's Montclair. Montclair put his hands around the ball and dove forward to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Yeah, you know how I feel. I really like Momford. He's a good runner. You know, again, he's just buried in this room, in this running back room.
Montford with the carry makes it now 2nd down and 3 yards to go.
Taking a little bit of the clock, which is smart.
Prather is very good at this. Of course, he learned it practically from the master in Josh Taylor. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Clock at 12 when he took the snap. Now hands that off to Montford, and Montford takes it down to the 33-yard line. And it'll be about 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Yeah, I believe the Lions are in 4-down territory here, so they got 2 downs to make, about 3 yards here, 3-4 yards. Clock running under 12 minutes. We're at 11:40.
Hunkus wide right. Aston slot right. And now Hunkus moves in motion to the line. Dropping back, Prather throws over the middle, complete to Aston. Aston on the slant in, got it down to the 23-yard line. That's a gain of about 9 and a 1st down for the Lions.
Yep, Lions going hurry up here.
They'll take the snap. They throw out on the left-hand side, complete to Aston. Aston tried to stay on his feet, but couldn't after he got hit by 2 Beavers.
Yeah, again, hurt the average there a little bit, just a couple yards on that reception.
Yeah.
Brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8 from the 22.
So they'll take it back to the 22, 2nd down 8, 10:55 remaining. Lions not only looking for another score, but looking to run the clock. And the fake handoff goes to Montford. Montford put his head down and drives a Beaver from the 15 down to about the 12.
Yeah, again, you know, their defensive line's got to be worn out.
It has to be. 10.5 remaining.
Well, the chains aren't set again, Dave, but here we go now.
Prather, handoff Montford, Gets it down to the 11-yard line for a gain of about a yard.
Yeah, again, I don't want to criticize, but I'm with you. At least let them set the chains. I mean, they're running they're running plays and the chains aren't set, and it's kind of a guess. And
Monfort with Prather to his left. This might be Prather's final series here today. Looking over to the sideline. Now Eli LaFrange is into the ball game for the Lions. He's at tight end. Lines up tight end right.
Yeah, they're milking the clock now.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. Got the snap off, and the handoff goes to Gifford right up the middle. And he'll take it.
I think that's still Montfort, I think, in there.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's still him in there. So it's third down, but nonetheless, it's now we're under 9.5 minutes. So the Lions are really doing a nice job here, chewing the clock up, extending the drive. Again, I'd like to see a field goal at some point.
I would too.
He's been so good with his extra points, and it'd be nice for him to get some confidence and make a field goal. Yep.
And Prather's going to throw it into the corner of the end zone. He's got Pollard. Reached out, grabbed it, stayed in bounds, touchdown.
Gosh, that was an outstanding catch, Dave. Tyler had to get rid of it because he felt an unblocked defender, and he threw a little bit of an out, and he went up and got it. Boy, what an outstanding catch. So, again, we'd rather have the touchdown, but, with the big lead, I thought, well, let's get him a field goal. But, we got over the 50-point mark, so I said first one to 50.
You were right. 55, 9 minutes to go in the third. And Hibbard going for the extra
he ran
point.
Offsides.
Yeah, Bluffton was offsides, but the kick will be,
they'll decline it.
Well, I think I think they're going to make him come back.
Offside. Number 0. Decline.
They are going to let them have the extra point. Yep. Side judge looked like he wasn't going to let them have it, but nonetheless, it is good. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. It's down to Mount 56 and the Beavers 27.
My mom used to take Logan and I to Skyline. Since I got my driver's license, now he makes me go with him all the time and drive him there. I come home and he's just at the door and he's like, can we please go to Skyline? I'm like, Logan, chill, we just got home. But it's fine with me because I love it too. Because it's the one place that we actually have a conversation. That just became something really special for us, and now we do it all the time and we just love it.
Skyline Chili, 51-37, Delhi Pike.
9 minutes exactly left to go in this ball game from Schueler Field, and the Lions have now taken a 56-27 lead, Chuck.
Yeah, we were talking in the break. Basically, it's somewhat of a misleading score because Bluffton's had a few chances to, even at the end of the half, to take the lead, and they've moved the ball and did some things, but the Lions have come up with a couple fourth down stops and a couple interceptions to blow this thing wide open.
9 minutes left, 56-27. Indiana humiliated Nebraska this afternoon.
Yeah, they must be for real.
And Illinois is leading over Michigan 3-0 early. Hibbard kicks it off, and it'll go into the end zone and through the back of the end zone. Louisville lost to Miami, 52-45. Indiana over Nebraska, 56-7. Clemson over Virginia, 48-31 here this afternoon. Nothing was close.
Yeah, Ohio State with a bye this week, and they, I believe they play Nebraska next week, I think in Columbus, if I'm not mistaken.
So as we head to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, Texas, Georgia tonight, that should be a good one.
That should be a good one. Unruh hands it off to Stoner off the left guard, and he's diving forward. Gets it out to the 28-yard line. Both these clubs, they just keep their legs going at the running back position. They don't go down on that first hit.
Yeah, that's good running. You mentioned it before. It looks like Jackson Schreiber's going to start loosening up. We should see him next series.
Unruh, the sophomore quarterback from Lima Central Catholic for the Beavers, takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Stoner. And Stoner will cut it up on an angle and be knocked down at about the 31.
Once again, gains a couple more yards to the 30.
Brings up 3rd down and 5, Chuck. A short 5.
3rd and 4.
Well, now kind of looking ahead a little bit with us going to Franklin next week, I'll be interested to see now how the Bluffton-Hanover game turns out. That probably will end up being for second place. And, again, this year they get to go to a bowl game, the second-place team. So, clearly something still to play for both those clubs.
8 minutes and running. Unruh, fake handoff. Looks up the left side, steps up into the pocket, tucks it under to the 30, cuts to the left side, and he's going to be upended at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there by Nate Austin to come up, force him out of bounds. He's short of the first down. Looked like there might have been a hold there against Brady Buller, no call. So 4th down, looks like they're going to punt it away. I think they kind of said, hey, we're down a lot. Let's just punt it away and, let's get out of here.
7:40 and running. Drew Michael is in to punt it away. Michael averaging 40 yards a punt.
And he's done a nice job today.
Today, on 3 punts, averaging 40.7 yards per punt. So Michael, the rugby-style kicker, will put a man in motion to the side.
They blocked it.
That punt is blocked. Lions, second straight week, they blocked it, picked up by Montford, picked it into the end zone, and then it's picked up by Hunkus, and for the score. Is that Hunkus or Pollard?
No, I think you're right. I think it was Hunkus.
It is Hunkus.
Yeah. I wasn't going to mention, but a couple times he barely got him off with that rugby-style punting, and that time.
It was blocked up.
On the kicking team, that's how they fly.
So it was a penalty against Bluffton, but the Lions will decline it, and the touchdown makes it 62-27.
Yeah, he actually pointed the wrong way. He pointed at our direction, so I was like, but he just made a mistake there. So, yeah, I didn't know. It was close to a couple block punts before with the big lead. I didn't know if they try to block the punt, but they got it. I thought when they batted around, it might end up being a safety.
Yes.
I thought it might end up getting batted out of the end zone because we tried to pick it up 2 or 3 times.
7:06 remaining. Hibbard kicks it up, and it is good. 7:06 left to go. Your score, it's the Mount 63 and the Beavers 27.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing. Are you tired of diets? We are too. That's why at LIT Wellness Solutions, we focus on a non-diet approach to eating and health. A proven approach that promotes a healthier relationship with food and improves overall well-being. If that sounds like an approach you can get behind, visit us at www.litwellnesssolutions.com to learn more and see how you can connect using your insurance with little to no copay. Let us help you ignite the change within.
7:06 remaining to go in this ball game. Lions are on top of it 63-27. They've held Bluffton to just one score here in the second half, Chuck.
Yeah, defensively, we've made some adjustments at halftime, and we played a lot better defensively in the second half, created a couple of turnovers, and really shut them down. But, again, Coach Hopperton mentioned in the pregame how they're building a program, and they're going to be a force here in the next couple of years. Got a young quarterback that's really done a nice job, and, going into next year, Bluffton and Hanover are going to be tough outs.
Dominic Appo is going to kick it off for the Lions, and it'll be taken in by Payne. Payne at the 20, cuts to the near side.
Oh, that could be a horse collar.
That could be a horse collar on LaFrench, but no call.
It was pretty close, but it was right in front of the official, and I guess he didn't grab it. You say your eyesight's kind of bad. Maybe mine is too, but it looked like a horse collar to me.
7:02 remaining to go in the ball game. And there's a new quarterback in for Bluffton, number 1, Donovan Braisley. Braisley, a 6'1", 185-pound junior. averaging 63% of his passes completed. And Brazeley's going to hand it off to Coffee off the right side. And Coffee gets hit and dropped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I would imagine we'll see some backups in here for both teams as we come down the stretch here. We're under 7 minutes to go.
Looking about 5 yards on the play. Second down at 5 from 27.
Again, another great job by the offense again today.
Oh, outstanding. Last 3 games, 49, 49, and now 63.
Yeah, usually when you score that many, you're probably going to win.
Yep. And Brazeley hands it off to Coffee. Coffee gets hit after gaining up a couple. He's got 35. 161 points in the last 3 games, Chuck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not a bad batch of scoring. Third down and call it 2.
If you're a Bluffton fan out there, you got to be somewhat optimistic going forward, not just for the rest of this year, but in the future. He's done a nice job rebuilding this program.
Third down 2, handoff goes right up the middle, and it's a first down as Coffee got upended at the 40 and dove forward to the 42-yard line. He caught 6 on that carry, and it's a first down for Bluffton. Boy, it's amazing when you look at the total yardage in today's game. Lions 565 yards of total offense.
It's impressive. That's why I say I keep harping back to the last couple of years, but this team offensively is pretty doggone good.
First down 10. Brazeley hands it off to Coffee, and Coffee gets hit after a 2-yard gain. Second down, 8 yards to go.
I'd like to get a stop here just to get some of these offensive guys in the game, Jackson Schreiber and some of the other guys, to get opportunities to run a few plays.
Second down, 8.
Because Bluffton's clearly in no hurry here with the score the way it is, and we're clearly not going to take timeouts or anything like that. So
Brazeley looks things over. He's another sophomore quarterback that they've got. And the handoff goes to Coffee. Coffee around the right side. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, Zion James, a really nice open field tackle right there.
Third down and 9. And the clock continues to run. 4.5 remaining in the game. Next week, we'll be at Franklin. Always a fun time over there.
Yeah, I remember the last time we were there, the wind was blowing like crazy.
Yes.
It was rainy,
but we were inside.
Yeah, we came out with a victory, but it was hard earned.
Yep, third down 9. He drops back. He's a left-hander. Now he's going to roll out to the right. He sees some green. Good speed. 45. He's going to be run out of bounds near the 47-yard line. He's not got the first down. He gains about 3 on the play after he ran about 40.
See, I would assume they'd go for it here.
On third down, and the ball is resting at the 47-yard line. So it's fourth down, 5 yards to go, Chuck.
Yeah, very elusive. Nice job to avoid a bunch of tackles and make something out of nothing, really. So, like I said, like to get a stop here. We're under 4 minutes, and if they make a first down here, we may not get the ball back. So, want to see some of these guys get some action. It was a good thing to block a punt for a touchdown, but the bad thing is, we didn't get a chance to run some plays. Now they're going to let it run down and take a timeout.
So 3:35 remaining in the ball game. Your score from Schueler Field. It's the Mount 63. The Beavers 27 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
The George Nikias Agency is a full-service company that offers auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. George is an independent insurance agent, which means he can customize your personal insurance needs according to the carrier that best represents you. By having access to many companies, George is able to help your family achieve what many agencies cannot. That's multi-policy, multi-car, paid in full, and over 55 discounts. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George today at 513-733-1255.
Oh, they're giving away a T-shirt here today for the raffle. I want the T-shirt. Am I eligible?
I don't see why not.
Means I got to fork over some money, right?
Yeah, I might be able to pull some strings.
3:35. You better not say that too loud. 3:35 left to go in the ball game.
Well, now they're going to punt it, Dave.
So Bluffton will punt the football away.
I hope we do.
The Lions are going to get hit with a... Now, is this a roughing or is it a running? Because it's going to be...
either way, it's going to be a first down. It'd be close.
If it's running, it's a 5-yard penalty, and it's close to a first down.
Well, it doesn't.
They're going to call it roughing.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, at the score the way it is, we really didn't need to do that, and now there's a chance that our guys don't even get on the field here.
Yeah.
So again, I mean, you want guys trying and everything, but that's probably not the time to do that. It's kind of like taking an extra base in baseball when you're up, 10 runs late. Again, they're in there trying. They're trying to block the punt. They already blocked one, but now we may not get on the field with our other guys.
So the penalty will put it down to the 38-yard line in Mount Territory. So it's 1st and 10 for Bluffton. The quarterback, Donovan Brazeley, wanted the snap, got it, and the handoff off the left-hand side goes to a new running back in the ball game now for Bluffton. That's Cameron Morningstar. Boy, that's a Hollywood name, isn't it?
It really is.
What's your name? Cam Morningstar. Boy, I like that name. Sounds like a DJ name. Wake up in the morning with Cam Morningstar. 2:53 left to go. Boy, when it's 63-27, you'll find anything to talk about. Brazeley, handoff, Morningstar. He's going to get hit and drop. Loss of 3, back to the 30, make it the 38-yard line.
Looked like Lucas Luster.
Boy, now you get on all these kids that.
Yeah, defensively, guys are getting in the game that don't play. Just offensively, unfortunately, it doesn't look too good.
2:25
at this point.
The 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Bluffton.
Brazeley with Morningstar in the backfield with him. Has receivers out wide on both sides. Coming out wide to the left is Cummings. On 3rd down, 9 yards to go from the 38-yard line. Dropping back Brazeley. Brazeley sets up in the pocket. Now rolls out to his left, throws it into the end zone. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good defense right there.
Yeah. Boy, the Lions defense was holding their breath thinking there may be a penalty on that. And now we're going to have the 2-minute warning.
Right.
Minute 58 left to go in the ball game, folks. Your score from Schueler Field. It is the Mount 63 and the Beavers 27 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
Repairing a sewer line in your front yard can be costly and unsightly. Say goodbye to excavations and unsightly nuances in your front yard by calling Neiman Plumbing for all your sewer repair needs. Neiman Plumbing can repair your sewer line by using their trenchless, no-dig sewer repair. Say goodbye to having to repair your lawn. Neiman's trenchless sewer repair involves installing a liner inside the sewer line to prevent future backups. Call Neiman Plumbing, 513-851-5588 for your trenchless, no-dig sewer estimate, or visit them online, NeimanPlumbing.com.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you've ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray back here at Schueler Field on homecoming. And it is 4th down, 9 yards to go for Bluffton from the Mount 37. Dropping back Brazeley. He's going to run it right up the middle. Cuts to the right-hand side. He's going to get hit at the 30 and then be stopped at the 29, about a yard shy of the first down.
Out of the pocket for Bluffton.
Nice, really open field tackle there. Couldn't quite get the number, but yeah, it looked like he was going to make the first down, but as you mentioned, about a yard short. So we will get some guys in there for the last minute 50 here, maybe a few handoffs or something. Jackson Schreiber is in the game at the quarterback position.
So the Lions will now go to 5-2 overall. They'll be 3-0 in the Heartland Conference with 3 Heartland games left.
Looks like Stephen Napier, freshman from St. Xavier High School here in Cincinnati, is the running back. So a lot of the backups in which, again, get a few snaps.
Minute 50 left to go. Jackson Schreiber, 6 foot, 190-pounder, sophomore. hands it off to Napier, and Napier takes it across the 30, right behind the right guard, and he takes it up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we talked that in the running back room, we're going to lose a few this year, but we still got some guys that are young that are going to be eager to get their turn.
Gifford, 156 yards rushing today. As a team, the Lions had 250 yards rushing.
Yeah, he was outstanding. When you get 250, well, they're over 500 yards of offense. They might be close to 600, aren't they?
565 yards.
Yeah, so that's pretty good day's work.
Second down 4. Schreiber, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands off to Napier. Napier around the right side, dives across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
Probably get one more play off, and then that's probably it.
56 seconds and running left to go.
Probably one more handoff or kneel down, and then that's going to be it.
63-27, the Mount with the lead.
Yeah, they're just waiting to get it under 40 seconds, and then they're going to run the play, and that'll be it.
Schreiber with 10 seconds on the play clock. Looks at Napier behind him.
Looks like a kneel down.
And
nope,
Schreiber
hands
it off to Napier. Napier right up the middle. He'll pick up about a yard. 23 seconds left to go, and that should do it. And the Lions will win this one here this afternoon by a final score of 63-27 on homecoming. Lions will move now to 5-2. They are now 3-0 in the Heartland Conference, and they've got sole possession of first place in the Heartland Conference as Bluffton falls now to 2-1 in the conference, and they are 2-4 overall this season. Final score today, the Mount 63, the Bluffton Beavers 27. We'll be back to wrap things up here from Schueler Field after these timeouts.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Changing lives is what great teachers do. And as I saw more students struggling to read, I looked to Mount St. Joseph University for help. The Mount is a national leader in reading science with highly effective research-based methods. Their faculty equipped me to teach students with a range of learning differences, and I was able to make an immediate impact in the classroom. The Mount's fully online reading science program helped me climb higher in my career, but more importantly, is improving the lives of my students. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/read.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Well, Chuck, a big victory here this afternoon as the Lions take over sole possession of first place with a 63-27 win here today, and I don't think there's anybody out there right now in the blue and gold that can say that they played a bad game.
Yeah, this was a really good win, very impressive by the offense. Defense struggled a little bit in the first half, but second half they were really spot on, forced some turnovers, and, again, when you win 63-27 in a quote-unquote kind of showdown game for first place, you got to be pretty doggone happy.
Absolutely, and this one, it was a big one heading into Franklin next week, because no matter what you think about where Franklin is in the standings or what their record is, Franklin is always a tough game, especially over there.
Absolutely. Again, we talked a couple of years ago, we went over there with a really good team. The wind was blowing, howling, and raining, and we got out of there with a win, but it was a tough one. So, we're everybody's kind of Super Bowl in this league right now with being two-time defending champs trying to make it 3. So, no matter what the record is, they're going to be ready. They're going to pull out all the stops. And kind of what Bluffton did today. They came here saying, hey, we came here to play and to win. We're not here just to kind of try to keep the score close. They win the toss. They want to take the ball. It didn't work out for them, but they had all the right things going, and they had some mojo going in that first half.
Chuck, when I take a look at the stats here today, and I want to go over just a few numbers before we sign off here. Tyler Prather, just an unbelievable game. 20 of 27, 315 yards, 5 touchdown passes, but he was under control in this game all the time.
Yeah, I don't think he made a bad decision. He really made good throws. Receivers helped him on a couple, but he threw some guys open too, especially down the field. And the only time he threw really incompletion, it seemed like when he was under duress, which wasn't very often. So he was really outstanding. Jackson Gifford, again, Eli Aston, the whole offensive line. Again, you score 63 and, okay, take away 7 for the block punt. You score 56 offensively. I don't care who you're playing, where you're playing at, what the conditions are. That's outstanding.
Jackson Gifford, you mentioned him, 156 yards rushing. His best rushing game as a Lion.
Oh, he was really, really good. Again, great job by the line. I call him the Diesel. Looks like it, for you old folks out there like me and Dave, he's like John Riggins back in the 80s with the Washington Redskins, and he's a bull hard to run. It needs 4 or 5 guys to bring him down.
Right. Yeah, and I don't appreciate the old the old mention here. Aston, 7 catches. Pollard, 7 catches. Everybody just played well today. You look at the total offense, 578 yards in total offense for the Lions, 374 for Bluffton here today. The Lions had 263 yards in rushing. They averaged 8 yards a carry today, Chuck.
Yeah, again, I go back to, there's no guarantees we're going to win the rest of the games, but I really struggle with the fact that anybody can really slow us down offensively. They're not going to beat us 20-17. They're going to have to outscore us because our offense is really prolific.
Gifford had 2 touchdowns. Aston had 2 touchdowns. Rager had a touchdown. Pollard had a touchdown. Hunkus had a touchdown. Powell had a touchdown. Everybody had a say in this game.
Yeah, it's like called spreading the wealth.
Yes.
I mean, it was just, Johnny Ragers ran hard for that 1 touchdown. Like we said, Gifford outstanding. Aston, we're expecting that every game now. I mean, he's blossoming into a potential first-team All-American. I mean, his numbers are outstanding, and he's an outstanding player. Tyler's been outstanding, behind center. So, again, offensively, it's been fantastic. And, again, defensively, I thought the second half we really did a nice job. I think, would we do? Hold them 7 points.
7 points.
So, again, outstanding. Because, again, we've talked. At this level, we did shut out Anderson last week, but it's very difficult to hold teams down to under 20 points. So, again, really nice job in the second half. And, again, I think from the Bluffton side of it, they've got a future here. Their quarterback's young, and they're building. So if you're, like I said, if you're out there listening from Bluffton, I think you got a little bit of a future ahead of you that you can look forward to.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because Unruh he really looked good there today.
He did.
Quarterback.
He did. I was very impressed with him. His last interception, he didn't see path, but I thought he did really well. He can run. He can use his legs, and with 2 years remaining, and again, they got a chance to play Hanover. It looks like now for second place. To potentially go to that bowl game we're talking about. So, they got a future ahead of them. And but for the Lions, going forward now, we go to Franklin, and like you say, it's never easy. And Manchester on the road, and then Rose Home, and like you say, it's flying. 7 games in already.
Chuck and I'll be back to wrap it up from Schueler Field after this final short timeout.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Lions win it here today, 63-27. Chuck, any final thoughts?
Well, just to kind of repeat myself here, they have to be extremely happy with the win. Anytime you can win, you should be happy. But really kind of a dominant performance, at least offensively. And in the second half, both sides were good. Special teams were good. Again, as you said, a well-rounded victory. Everybody should be happy, enjoy these victories. Then get ready to go on the road. Franklin, maybe they're a little bit down compared, but going over there, and it's going to be their Super Bowl. So, again, be ready to play. But, boy, outstanding job.
We'll see you there next week.
Can't wait.
That's going to do it for this game here this afternoon. Lions move on the season to that 5-2 mark, and they are 3-0 in the conference with a 63-27 win here this afternoon. Next week, we'll be in Franklin, 1:30 with the kickoff, and we'll be on the air with Rewind at 12:30 and 1 o'clock with our pregame show from over in Franklin. Well, a lot of people to thank here today. Dr. Williams for giving us permission to broadcast these ball games. Melanie Wagner, the athletic coordinator here at Mount St. Joseph University. Blake Watson, the sports information director. Our thanks to him. Our thanks to all of the coaches and the players for helping us out here this week. To Macy Elston and Toby Kerrigan for being our halftime guests. Our thanks to all the sponsors, but most of all, our thanks go out to you for listening here this afternoon. Once again, your final score, it was the Mount 63, the Beavers 27. For Chuck Murray, I'm Dave Mitchell. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to an UltimateSportsTalk.com presentation of Mount St. Joseph University football. Today's game was brought to you by Neiman Plumbing at 513-851-5588. The Mount St. Joseph University. Official Investigations and Security Services Incorporated, 844-263-3424. Nesco Resource, call 513-772-5870. Iron sharpens iron at 5229 Montgomery Road. LIT Wellness, call 513-659-3017. The George Nikias Insurance Agency, call 513-733-1255. Neiman Plumbing at 513-851-5588. The Wishbone Tavern, call Nicole, 513-834-8607. Pure Lawn Organic Lawn Care, call Chad today at 513-787-3529. And by Scott Lawson of BSN Sports, call 513-702-5646. Mount St. Joseph University Athletics is a sports presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com.